and welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. As always, my name is Dan W. Make sure you are following me on Instagram at It's Dan Who. Hello, how are we doing? Happy Thursday to you all. Nothing but positive vibes today. Positive vibes flowing out to you on the computer screen. Welcome to the Thursday live show where we talk toys. And that's exactly what we are going to do today, as this is the last stream before Hasbro PulseCon next Friday and Saturday. Now, this isn't just Marvel. This is all the Hasbro sublines. And of course, we like to dabble in our collection. So we're going to sort of skim through these different brands and talk about what we would like to see, what we think we may see, and obviously talk to you guys in the chat as well. So very much an interactive show, because between me and you, there's some brands that I may not be very clued up on. One was announced today, for example. But we're going to talk about it all. No fear from us. And of course, I cannot do it on my own. So I've got the superest of producerists. It is Rich M.
Woo, you alright?
I'm all good, mate. How are you?
I'm good. Been having a lovely quiet week. How's your week
It
going?
has been a quiet week. Nothing really has been rattling anyone's cages. Everyone's really relaxed. Everyone's so chilled in this community. It's been good vibes. So let me take a sip of this drink and say hello to the chat. So if you are here, please say hello in the chat and we will give you a quick shout out as we warm up here. Of course, we're going to talk about some of the Marvel updates and then we will get into some predictions with all you guys. So let me take a sip. So if you're there you go. There's the Rich M emojis. That's what I was waiting for. We did have an early channel membership, I think. So let me scroll up and see if I can find that. So Ben S, if you're there in the chat, my friend, or if it was a random membership and you didn't even know we were streaming, I just want you to know I see you and I appreciate you. Thank you very much, Ben S, showing some love. Much appreciated. And that gives me the perfect time to let's just start off with the housekeeping. We'll get that out of the way and then we can start getting into the toys and all that good stuff. So, of course, you know the score around here. It is the Dan Who Network. Lots of live streams talking about all the things we love over here. Legends and Liquor is this Sunday as well. So this one could be interesting. So yeah, if you want to get involved, let me know nice and early, as I have time for 2 full groups of 8. Okay, so that's 16 guests. So if you want to get in Legends and Liquor this week, please do let me know with a fresh DM straight after tonight's stream. I will start taking names. You know that is a community-driven show for my channel members, giving them the platform to talk toys and all that good stuff. So if you've got something to say about the HasLab, you may want to not say anything because people may get mad at you. But anyway, there you go. Of course, then we've got Turtles and Tea and we've got Joe's and Juice, and there will be a Joe's and Juice very soon because, of course, there'll be some Joe's revealed at PulseCon, or at least we hope so. You can contribute to today's show. Friday is here alive and well. She will read out your super chat, literally interrupt today's stream and get your comments heard. Anything over £4 or $4, Friday will read it out loud and it contributes to the stream and to the channel. So I appreciate you. And just like Ben S has already done, you can hit that join button. You can show some love. It's literally a cup of coffee, cheaper than a cup of coffee in some places. Or you can join the members club, and that is your gateway into the other shows like Legends and Liquor. Okay, people? So I appreciate you. Thank you to everyone showing some love, because there's been lots of positivity this week, and I'm not even being sarcastic. I'm not being sarcastic. Like, obviously, there's been peaks and troughs, but more positive than negative, especially on this channel, which is what I love to see. Phil Jones jumps in. He says, "Could Rich stand up and show his t-shirt?"
No, Rich can't, because Rich's t-shirt is way too big for him and it's like falling apart. But there you go.
Who is it?
Girls' Generation. Come on, the best Korean pop group. Come on, Dan. Come on.
Yeah, my bad. I'm not up to date with Korean pop music.
Where were you in 2015? Come on.
I don't even know. It's mad that this week's we've already hit Thursday. Like, I can't even remember what I was doing Monday, let alone 2015. Was I on YouTube in 2015?
Got the money in the bank.
Mark Tac, there you go. Friday's working. Super chat.
TAK Toys with Film donated £4.49. Dan, the outfit today is very Dorman-like. Is that to keep out the toxic riffraff?
Basically, it's getting quite cold now. We're hit autumn officially, and because of the cost of living crisis, and I'm not talking about the Marvel Legends HasLab, but I'm talking about the gas and electric prices in the UK, like literally skyrocketing. Amanda's banned us from putting the heating on in our household. So she's buggered off out. And me and Teddy are like in the house going, we're not prepared for the winter. The winter's coming. So yeah, I just grabbed the jacket. There you go. That's all it is. Just grab the jacket. I was chilly. I was cold.
If your name's not on the HasLab, you're not coming in.
Let me scroll up. Let me see who is in the chat. I reckon I can get it up. Look, we will talk about the HasLab and some of the videos I've posted this week. But again, it's nothing but fun vibes today, I promise you. Okay, let me get the chat up. Let me say hello to some people. Let me scroll all the way up. Okay, so we had Big Will. He's also got a new Instagram page as well, so I'll put it in my story. Please go and follow Big Will. You know him. He's just got a new Instagram page. So Big Will 2K99, he's in the chat. He says it's Thursday. You know what that means. You certainly do. Jamie Gitchard, the Wolfpack. I think Miguel says he's brought his AirPods to work, so again, we can ASMR in his ears. Hello, Wolfpack. How you doing? You good? There you go. Rich is thinking I should do an ASMR week on Marvel Legends reviews, which I'm tempted. Have you seen the reviews yet? Crazy. Greg Fingstad, Phil Jones. There's two Phils. There's always a variant, an imposter Phils in here. HM as well says, I'm here for Rich and Rich only. Look, I don't blame you. I'll take it. 100 people here. They're all for Rich. I appreciate yous. We've got Benjo.
I don't think so. They're like, where's Brandon? What?
Yeah, Brandon's on holiday with his missus. Maybe I should get that out real quick. Yeah, Brandon's obviously his other half lives in America, so when she comes over to visit, they go on some nice fancy holidays around Europe. So they're off on their travels. So Brandon, my friend, if you ever watch this on the replay, have some fun. But yeah, that's where Brandon is. He's
we streamed 52 weeks for you, don't we?
Yeah.
Eric Alfred donated $5 for the heating bill.
For the heating bill. Thank you very much, Eric Alfred Abel. It's appreciated. Look, again, it's literally a reality. Every single person living here is going to feel it, apparently. Like, I think our gas and electric is capped until February. But, like, I know after then it's going to just pounce, I think. So me and Amanda are starting to put away extra now for when that change happens. We're a little bit prepared because, of course, we always pay our bills before I buy any toys. That is the rule in this house, which is a pretty fair, sensible rule. Benjo says, howdy, Dan. We've got Jay's Toys Collection UK, Home Dude, Cloud Fox, wow. Jason Lopez, the retweeting king, Ed Who Collects, Jamie Gitchard with the
Jamie
donation as well.
Gwitchard donated £5. Nothing but love and support here. This is a safe space for everyone. Put my name down for L&L as USAL, rolling on the floor, laughing, rolling on the floor, laughing, folded hands, folded hands, folded hands, folded hands. Also, hello, Rich, the one and only. So, yeah, basically, they just read out all the emojis. But thank you very much, Jamie. Jamie, your name's always at the top of the Legends and Liquor list, my friend. It isn't a Legend and Liquor without you at this point. He says, nothing but love and support here. This is a safe place for everyone. Put my name down for Legends and Liquor and always. So, of course, Jamie Gitchard. The Wolfpack. It's Mark Tac again, and he says... I'm also down for some Legends of Liquor. You can just Instagram me. As much as I appreciate the donations, you can just Instagram me, okay? Legends of Liquor this Sunday. Hit me up with a fresh DM after the show, and I'll get you in board, okay? But thank you, Jamie, and thank you, Mark. I will talk to you both on Sunday. Mike Kex also used the channel membership token to say, a member for 6 months. Let's go. 4K backers for HasLab, or 2K people backing 2 each. For just a few days, looking forward to you covering Fortnite items. Yeah, that Fortnite section is just going to be for Mike. I may have to call him in as a special guest to even get through it. But yes, the HasLab, we will, of course, get to it in a second. My likes haven't been on for a while, to be fair, have they? But I should always put them on when I reach 100. There you go. Well, I appreciate using that one. Wasn't even on at all. There you go. The party started.
I got money in the bank.
Bring Toys to Work with the donation as well. Thank you very much.
Bring Toys to Work donated $10. Just when the week couldn't get any better, we have Dan and Rich on the stream to brighten our day.
Too kind.
Looking forward to the discussion today, gents. Much love to you both.
Michael is too kind. Literally one of the nicest people in this community. When the week couldn't get any better, we have Dan and Rich on the stream to brighten our day. We are going to try, my friend. Looking forward to the discussion today. Rich isn't, because Rich doesn't know half the bloody brands. But it's fine. It's fun. That's the whole fun of it. Who else is in the chat? Jimmy Boy, Air Extreme, Mini Plastic Multiverse. He said, is Brandon late or is he absent? So yeah, we've explained Brandon's on his Holly Bob, so that's where he's off. Rush is in the chat. California Red Devil, Derek, Avenge the YouTube commentator. Mark Rose, Eric Alfred Abel, of course, supplying my heating bill, swinging my, I probably shouldn't say that because I'd get monetized, but you can see him in the chat. The Figure Collector 2022, which is Kellum, The Fossil, Justin Collects, Pink Psylocke, and yeah, I appreciate you all. 10 Bones as well. Much appreciated. Thank you very much for joining us all, people. So, Rich, let's just get it out of the way in case people are here just for this and just for this only. So, on Tuesday, we had a reveal from Marvel Legends. I don't know if you've noticed, but there's a HasLab campaign going on at the minute. And on Tuesday or Monday, whatever day it was, the 20th of the month anyway. What day was that? It was Tuesday, yes. Tuesday, yeah. Marvel Legends team revealed the very first tier for the Marvel Legends HasLab would be Mephisto. At long bloody last, Mephisto shows his face in plastic form. Well, in digital 3D render form for Marvel Legends. So this is the first tier unlock at 12,000k backers, okay? So before we get into any of my thoughts, Rich, did you like the look of this from Mephisto? Is it a figure you'd want in your collection?
I like the look of the Mephisto figure. I think he looks really good. I think a lot of people were saying about his feet, like, why hasn't he got toes? But I don't know. The Mephisto I always remember had like boots from the comic book, so I think it's just because they're so smooth. I think maybe they need like some wrinkles in them or something. But like, I didn't have a problem with the feet so much. My main issue with this is that it was 12,000. I didn't think it would be a 3,000 gap between the end of the getting it funded and that. But there we go. That's what it is. They still haven't revealed how many tiers it's going to be or anything like that. But I mean, it spurred on a couple of people to back it, I think. So
yeah, I think it went up about 80 that day or something like that. Let's just go quickly to that HasLab and have a quick look. Let's give it a refresh. We have hit over the 5k mark, but yeah, basically, it would have been nice. It would have been nice to have a sort of regular civilian Robbie Reyes. It really would have. It would have been great. It doesn't look like that's happening now, which is a shame, and it's definitely going to leave a sour taste. Of course, we're not officially over yet, but let's be honest, it doesn't seem likely now. But we are at 5,172 backers.
The thing is with Kickstarters and stuff like that, it tends to be stuff happens on the last day, but it's not really the last day tomorrow because it's the last day to get the early bird. But it's not the last day of this. Like, there's still another 38 days to go. So that, like, it'd be interesting tomorrow to see what happens with it.
Yeah, to be fair, like, a lot of... Just think, this was promoted on Marvel.com's website. This was, like, shared by some pretty high-level, like, Instagrammers as well. So, like, I'm sure, like, the regular sort of fan base, the people that ain't embedded in this community like us, may not even be aware of this early bird thing anyway, and they just think, oh, I've got 40 days to make a decision. So yeah, I don't think there'll be enough as a surge tomorrow to get us over the line. Get a chat. Let me know with a hit or a miss in the chat. Do you think we're gonna get this Robbie Reyes unlock? Just with a hit or miss in the chat. You can use the emojis if you're a channel member. If not, just write hit or miss. I think we're going to see a lot of misses pile up in the chat right now. Probably 122 people writing miss, which is a shame. I'm not saying if you want it or not. I'm saying, do you think it will cross the line of 9,000 by midnight tomorrow? I think midnight Eastern time is the deadline. But yeah, definitely a miss on me. I don't think it's happening. It's like I still have optimism that it may fully back eventually, but like you said, 40 days essentially. But yeah, not 9,000 by tomorrow. You on the same page?
Yeah, I think it might maybe get to I don't know, maybe 7,000 by tomorrow. I'm not sure. If I was a betting man, I'd say 7,000 to 7,500 by tomorrow. But then I think if it doesn't get funded by tomorrow, then the weekend, then it might go down a bit when people are like, okay, well, I'm not getting that figure. So I honestly, it'd be interesting to see. The
campaign, and again, I'm just speaking facts here before I start getting into my opinions, but the campaign, the actual product itself will instantly like devalue itself when we don't get that extra figure. Do you know what I mean? And if So it is disappointing for the people that are wanting to add these to their collection for sure. And I'm looking at the chat as expected. A lot of misses. I appreciate you, Jay. Jay's Toys Collection UK with a couple of hits. Says I have hope. So does Tariq, but everybody out with the misses. Eric Alfred Abel again.
Eric
Thank you very much.
Alfred Abel donated $5. Manny said it best. Denying a Latino figure in Latin month is no bueno. Where is Savage Brandon when we need him?
Yeah, indeed. X-Manny said it best. Denying a Latino figure in Latino month is no bueno. Where is Savage Brandon when we need him? Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think people see it in that regard, which is a shame. But yeah, as I said, people have took their stance with this project already, so it is what it is. But let me just, again, I don't want to beat around the bush here. Let's just jump across to Mephisto because I blame him. On Tuesday, I posted a video about this, and I don't know if it was frustration or anything. And again, I do think. Oh, thank you very much, Omar. I appreciate that. I let Friday read that out.
Omar V donated $5. Honestly, don't think it'll hit 9K, but they'll still give everyone the early bird figure anyway.
Interesting.
Powered down car needs a powered down Robbie.
I don't know if they're going to go back against their word, because then would we ever believe them in a early bird again in the future? So Omar V says, honestly, don't think it will hit 9K, but they'll still give everyone the early bird figure anyway. Powered down car needs powered down Robbie. I would like to think that, but I do think that they're sort of stuck between a rock and a hard place there, because they're like, why did they do it in the first place? Like, they sort of have to stick to their guns. You agree, Rich?
Yeah, I think if we don't get Robbie tomorrow, we won't be getting that figure. I think that's gone then. I think, like you said, if they go back there, then if they do it next year, people will be less like, oh, let's back this early and get this figure type of thing. So I don't think they can, and I don't think some people have been like theorizing maybe they'll roll like an extra figure onto the tier list, but I don't think they will. I don't think this figure will come back anywhere in the campaign. I think if they don't back it by tomorrow, then it's gone. Because if they do, then it kind of like next year everyone just be like, oh, what's the point?
Of course.
Yeah, we'll just wait till the end because they're going to put it in anyway. There's no they can't do it. I think so. I mean, if that is a selling point for you and you haven't back now, but like obviously if you've got no interest in it, then no.
So, rolling off what Rich said, on Tuesday I posted a video, and maybe I didn't communicate this cross as best as I could, because I was quite honestly a little bit frustrated, just like everybody is. Like, everybody at the minute is very frustrated for multiple reasons, okay? There's like, everyone's about to hit boiling point, I think. And I made a video, and I always think I'm quite enthusiastic, and I try and present myself with a little bit of energy on camera. So I just thought I was being my normal enthusiastic self, to be completely honest. But I do think for some reason people thought I was being like really aggressive and like...
Shill, burn the witch, burn him.
So like all I suggested, right? Again, I do think words got mixed up between people and then the pitchforks came out. But all I suggested was, if you haven't backed and you are a 1% interested that you may back this, that you think, because there are a lot of people that will wait until the last day to see what the whole package is, what tiers have been unlocked. This is just facts, people. Like, every campaign has had this, where people will wait till the last day, see what the whole package is, see what everything has been unlocked, and then for themselves make their own decision, which everyone's entitled to see if they want to back it or not. So all I was suggesting is, like, if you are one of those people, and you are one of those 1% who may be waiting or may have an interest, back now, risk-free. Because it really is risk-free. That was all I was saying. I'm not saying those who don't want it back anyway. That's ridiculous. Like, why would I say that? That is absolutely stupid, and that's a narrative that people have made up themselves. I am not telling people that don't want to back this for any reason. It may just be a reason they don't like cars. Do you know what I mean? I don't care. Look, for whatever reason you don't want to back it, of course, don't back it. It's absolutely fine. All I was doing, just think, I make a channel about Marvel Legends. I can only assume that people... I know, it's crazy, isn't it? I can only assume that people that actually watch my videos like Marvel Legends. I know it's a crazy assumption I'm coming to there, but that's just what I assume. So I was just assuming I was speaking to Marvel Legends fans when I said, oh, well, if you're interested, back it now rather than later. But again, I think I said it in a way, and because I tried to crack a few jokes about a bloody Batmobile, and I used words like toxic, and like I even spoke to him paralleled about this yesterday as well. I used like big man syndrome, and people just started getting defensive. Like, are you talking about me? Is that me? Like, and it's like, everyone's at that state of like, I don't know. As I said, that frustration. Everyone is frustrated, and so like I do think I just rattled the cage unintentionally. So I knew I made a mistake. When I realised people started to take the video the wrong way, I let it sit. I didn't delete it as straight away. I let it sit. I didn't want to get rid of it until I had a rebuttal, because I didn't want to hide from it. Do you know what I mean? I wanted to take responsibility for what I said. So I waited until I recorded a response. I posted the response, and then I took down the video previously.
That's the bit that I disagree with, Dan. I don't agree with you deleting that video, because I didn't come home from work and I didn't get to read all those fucking comments, and I was dying to read them all, and you fucking deleted it.
Right, this is a true story, right? I stayed up quite late, and Amanda was like, will you get off your fucking phone? Like, we were trying to watch a film. I think we were trying to watch Game of Thrones. She's like, will you get off your phone? And I was like, just reading the comments, and I was reading them all. And don't get me wrong, some great points by people, some great points, but a lot of just pure hatred as well. People were just calling me racist and a bigot. What the hell? Where did that come from? Like, absolutely insane. And I won't stand for it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not a coward by any means. And I'm not going to sit there and just let people call me this shit. But I don't want to get drawn down to their level either. So, like, I did want to bite my tongue. So, again, I acknowledge that I said some things that may have upset some people, which wasn't my intention, and put out a video yesterday. And again, I still stand by what I said. I just said it in the wrong way. Ultimate Carnage with a super chat. Thank you very much.
Ultimate Carnage donated £8.99. Hello, Dan and Rich. I have high hopes this is going to reach 9k, but I don't think we will get the Robbie figure, but the tiers will probably get released down the line over the next year or two.
We can only hope, my friend, but thank you very much, Ultimate Carnage, always supporting the channel. I always appreciate you. Thank you so much. He's a channel member now as well, so we can come on Legends of Liquor and we can see that face of his. You can even wear your Spider-Man mask if you want. That'd be actually pretty on theme, to be honest. He says, hello, Dan and Rich. I have high hopes for this is going to reach its 9k, but I do think we will get the Robbie figure and the tiers will probably get... We won't get the Robbie figure, and the tiers will probably get released down the line over the next year or two. I hope... that's what a lot of people are assuming, that Hasbro, and a lot of people have said this, don't worry, Hasbro are going to release these figures anyway, like they've already tooled them up, they've already paid sculpting, etc. Which, again, could be right, but nobody... The facts are, the actual facts are, nobody knows. Nobody knows if they will release these again. It's the whole point of this campaign. So, people, again, like, it's just, we don't know. We don't know. So, we'll find out. Only time will tell now. Only time will tell, but we shall see. But anyway, back to my video. I posted a response video. Again, acknowledging what I said, and I tried to articulate what I meant a little bit better, and I think I've sort of calmed the waves now. But just for anyone who was being a bit of a dick still, like, I just want to tell you, this is what's hilarious. I always had people in the comments saying, you're going to lose subscribers, you're a shill, shill. Even Mephisto called me a shill in the thumbnail. Ridiculous. But this is my analytics, straight from YouTube, by the way. Look, I'm gaining subscribers as we're here live. Let me just scroll down for a second, right? I posted my video, right? This is just facts, people, all right? So take it how you want. I posted my video, what was the date? The 20th. So on the 20th of September, I had 9,091 subscribers, right? And I think I did lose a few, but I gained more than I lost. So you don't see a drop there. There's no drop. There's no dive in that peak. It just keeps climbing. It keeps climbing. And today, at this moment right now, I'm at 401. So that is technically, if I scroll back, basically, what, 50 more? 91 to 41. More. So I've actually gained 50 subscribers since that initial video. And these are just the facts. So, like, I do think positivity wins over all, people. And again, I'm not being positive for positivity's sake. It's not like I went, you know what? I'm going to start a YouTube channel and only be positive and see what happens. I tell yous all the time. I started a YouTube channel because nobody in my actual existence gives a shit about my collection, and I was so proud of it. I wanted to share it with people, and I had the skills, I had the media skills to put something together. I wasn't shy in front of a camera. I made a YouTube channel, and I slogged at doing... I wasn't doing clickbait videos when I first started or anything like that. I just slogged at doing reviews and reviews and reviews. And as I said, I've slowly tried to build this community and show some love back to the people that are showing it to me. And I've built... Legends and Liquor is a community-driven show. Who else honestly, who else in this toy community, and again, if I'm wrong, please tell me no, but who else in this toy community gets on a show, one show, in a professional manner as well? I think I do it pretty well. Like, what was it, 23 guests on one stream? Do you know what I mean? Like, and gave everybody a fair equal amount of time to have their say, and we have a conversation. I connect people now friends with other people, because of, like, I'm trying to build bridges and trying to put this community together. I'm not trying to rip it apart. Do you know what I mean? So I don't understand all the negative comments. But anyway, my point is the video I posted, the response video I posted, the comments have been nothing but good. A few little niggity ones. There you go. Thank you very much, Mr. Al. Subscribed. Appreciate you talking about subscribers. Any of the sort of, I think the haters disappeared. They got bored. They realised, oh shit, this is a losing battle, and they've buggered off because I don't get my shit free. I know everyone thinks I do, but I don't. Unless when Rich sends me stuff, by the way. So thank you very much, Rich. Yeah,
that was the worst bit. That people still think the Hasbro sending you shit. They don't realise I'm on like every blooming European internet site looking for things every night.
He's called the super producer for a reason, people. He is called the source for a reason, people. All right, people like. But anyway, my point is, like, why would I buy things I don't like? I don't understand this. Like, I'm not a professional reviewer. I'm a bloody IT manager. It's boring as shit. Like, I look forward to come home to do this type of stuff. So I don't buy stuff I don't want to like to review it. I make like maybe £6 a video if I'm lucky. Do you know, like, this isn't my day job. I do this for fun. So of course I'm only going to review the stuff I like, and we don't have unlimited funds. So I buy the stuff I like to review. It's like a very simple concept that some people can't get their head around. So yeah, the word shill gets thrown around a lot. And like, it was funny how like people are allowed to call me names. Like, I'm a shill and I'm a Hasbro dick rider. Look, who else has a butt pirate emoji? Come on now. I have an emoji on my channel which is a butt wearing a pirate's hat, right? Because I'm just laughing. I'm like, come on, it's ridiculous, right? They can try, but they won't knock my spirit, I promise you. So yeah, like, I'm well aware I get called names. Great, I'm gonna quit YouTube. Some nobody I don't know doesn't like my channel. Come on now. So anyway, I forgot my point now. This is what got me in trouble in the first place, Rich. Yeah, my point is I'm only gonna review what I like. I buy my own shit. And yeah, I forgot what I was trying to say, and this is why I need to keep my mouth shut. But Batforce Grumps says, Dan, I love your channel and love your content with the bat emoji, and I appreciate you. We love you too for Batforce Grumps. Thank you very much. And I love everyone in the chat, honestly. Like, yous know, if yous are here, look, if you actually watch more than one video on my channel, yous are well aware this is a fun place. Like, we're not hating for the sake of hating. The Figure Collector.
The Figure Collector 2022, Callan, donated £4.49. I think the HasLab will be backed before the cut-off date, but we won't get the powered-down Robbie Reyes. I think we will see more tears at PulsarCon.
Yeah, we shall see. PulseCon's next week. I do think maybe then. I think the HasLab will get backed before the cut-off date, but we won't get powered down Robbie, says the Figure Collector 2022, aka Callan. So yeah, thank you very much. And yeah, I completely agree. I completely agree with all of that. I think I was trying to talk about name calling. Like, so I get called names, and then I throw out a few buzzwords, which were, again, said in sarcasm. We are British. We do like our sarcasm. I said toxic. And there are toxic people out there, like, you know it. So I don't withdraw that statement. But how come I'm not allowed to call people names? It's ridiculous. It's like the haters can give it. They want to give it, but don't take it back. It's hilarious. It's like, come on. It's like school playground stuff at this point.
The biggest mistake you make, though, was that Batmobile. You pivoted wrong. You went to the wrong toy aisle. If you'd have just gone left, gone to the Bratz aisle, got a Bratz car, you'd be the saviour of Marvel Legends in a minute. Shout out to Laserpants.
Yeah, shout out Laserpants. Laserpants is someone who hit me up. I hope you don't mind me saying this, but he hit me up and told me to delete the video. He genuinely thought I was talking about people like him and the Free POO podcast, because they obviously talked about the Batmobile, which really frustrated me, because they're people that I actually like. And I don't understand this mentality of people that people assume if you don't share the same opinion of them, maybe not everybody, by the way, I'm just speaking freely here, but again, unedited, unfiltered. We're here live on YouTube. Welcome. But yeah, I don't know why some people assume that if you don't share the same opinion, you can't still be friends and be civil. Do you know what I mean? Like, people are, oh, you don't share the same opinion as me. Oh, we're enemies now. Public enemy. I'm going to add you to the list like on Chris Jericho. Don't be stupid. I actually like listening, like the Free POO podcast. I don't always agree with Ryan or Tony, but that's why I listen. I love to hear the other perspective. It's fun. I couldn't listen to people that like me all day long. It would be annoying. I like to hear the other side. I'm well aware I can be annoying. Again, self-awareness here, people. So yeah, I didn't mean to upset anybody with a Batmobile. Am I lying though? Everyone was talking about the Batmobile. Fairly so. It's another 1/12 scale vehicle, but it was a pretty sarcastic. I thought I was hilarious, but obviously, as I said, noted, I'm not. I've learnt my lesson. But yeah, like, I know people ask me to leave the video, but the only The only reason I deleted the previous video is because it was giving people a platform to be toxic and to be negative and to just be horrible to one another, because the people were trying to defend me, and I appreciate the people that were in the comments and stuff like that, but then people started battling amongst themselves, and I didn't like want to give people the forum, the platform, or a place to let that happen. Like, why should I? Like, that's not what I've built here. That's not what this channel is about. So I don't care, like, that people were like, they feel like they missed out on some drama and wanted to see it. It was clear the community misread my message, or misinterpreted what I was trying to say. So it's gone. And again, it's my channel. Quite frankly, I can do what I want. So it's gone. Bye-bye. So there's a new video up that basically says the same thing I said in the previous one, just a lot. I thought about what I was saying a little bit more. So obviously, go and watch that one if you want. And but yeah, I'm well aware of both sides of the coins. I'm not an idiot. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've got some GCSEs. I'm not an idiot. That's about all I've got though, Rich, to be fair. So, like, 2 bachelors over here. But is it 2 bachelors you got? You're clever.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Again, why he's the super producer, not just any super producer.
LLB, BA honours, all the
There you
letters
go.
after my name.
My biggest qualifications are in music business, believe it or not. Ridiculous. But anyway, that was the past Dan. I'm now on YouTube talking toys, and that's what I love doing. And I love, the thing I love the most about this channel is I get to share it with you guys. Like, I could sit here and do a solo mission, but I much prefer getting Rich on and just having the back and forth and like jumping with the chat. And I do genuinely love this community, but there are a section that just want to hate because you don't agree with them, so they hate you. And it's like, what can I do? I can't do nothing to change that. If they are already the people they are. Do you know what I mean? We're all grown men at the end of the day talking toys. My missus was just laughing at me, and I can't even blame her. Do you know what I mean? It is pathetic, isn't it? Let's be honest. But in the same breath, everyone is frustrated because people are more sensitive, and I don't mean this in a horrible way, but people are more sensitive and more defensive about the things they're passionate about. That's just human nature, and obviously, whether you're like everyone who collects obviously likes this hobby for one reason or another. So you're obviously more passionate about it. So you're going to get a little bit more defensive when people maybe are coming at you, and obviously you're a little bit more sensitive about the things you love as well. So I completely understand why people maybe were getting their back up. Like, as I said, and Parallad left the comment because he was a bit aggy, but obviously we're cool. Like, so yeah, it's all good. It was just mixed messages. But at the end of the day, I'm a man of the people. A man of certain section of people. I try to be, at least. I just want to keep the good vibes flowing, because it's what we're here for, right? It's why you collect toys. If anyone collects toys to make themselves angry and depressed, what the hell? Like, why? What the hell is going on? So yeah. But anyway, before we get down into the PulseCon stuff, Rich, any final thoughts on just the nonsense? You don't have to comment if you don't want to, of course.
I just think, like,
One second. Bring Toys to Work back at it. Thank you very much, Michael.
Bring Toys
Friday
to
read
Work
that out.
donated $10. One of the problems is that several people feel they are experts and compare apples to oranges without knowing how cost works behind the scenes. I would respect people more if they would actually do research instead of making surface comments.
I appreciate that, Michael. He says one of the problems is that several people feel that they are experts and compare apples to oranges without knowing how cost works behind the scenes. I would respect people more if they would do their research instead of making surface comments. And don't get me wrong, there are a portion of people that are making like logistical, educated counterpoints to stuff that is going on. But there are also people that think they know everything that goes on behind the scenes at Hasbro, and quite frankly, none of us do. So, and I say that all the time. I genuinely say that out loud all the time. So, if you've watched more than 2 videos on my channel, you know what we're about here. But sorry, Rich, you said and then it cut you off.
I just think everyone's entitled to their opinion, and everyone is entitled to voice their opinion. But I just think keep it about the toys. We don't have to all start screaming at each other. Either way, if someone wants to buy it or someone doesn't want to buy it, it's up to you. It's up to you. And you can give your reasons why, but then if someone tells you the opposite, you don't have to go like screaming at them, calling them like all the names going. Like, ultimately, this will like succeed or fail, not on internet comments, although I'm sure Hasbro are probably paying attention to them, but on whether it backs or not. So if you think this is a complete waste of time, Hasbro are trying to con everyone, don't back it. Just don't back it. And then if it doesn't fund, Hasbro will learn that actually, people didn't want it. But if you do like it, if you're interested in it, give it a back. Like now, if you want to get that like extra figure, if you are coming on, is it November the 1st? I think it ends October the 31st.
October 1st, Halloween.
Yeah, so if when it ends, then if you are thinking, yeah, I want to get it now, you're not going to get charged if you back it today. That's what I would say. So if you are interested in getting that at the end in a year's time, getting that, then to get that action figure back in now. But at the same time, if you think this is terrible, if the prices are not up to you, like not what you want to pay, if you're not interested in Ghost Rider, then don't back it. And then I'm sure next year, if they do another HasLab, it will go in a different direction. So it's like for everyone to decide what they want to do, I think.
Yeah, agreed. Jay in the chat, and I do appreciate all the kind comments and people talking amongst themselves. Again, this is a friendly place here. Like I do feel like this is a place where you can share your opinion without fear of discrimination. Like again, you can have different opinions and be civil. It's absolutely fine.
Juan Benitez donated $5.
Thank you.
Wish we could all go back to when our parents bought our toys and we never had to worry about price.
Juan Benitez, thank you very much. He says, wish we could all go back to when our parents bought us toys and we never had to worry about the price. Yes, absolutely. That'd be great. Great. Again, the half of the reason we love collecting now. I remember at Christmas, my nan would take me to Toys R Us with a trolley. This was before I had loads of cousins and stuff, and it changed. But I was one of the first grandkids, so I got a trolley. And I could fill it. I literally could go around Toys R Us and fill it. And that's where my love for Turtles and Power Rangers all come from, just filling that trolley to the brim. So, and that was when figures were £5 a pop as well. So that's another reason I wish I had the Time Stone, not the Tesseract, the Time Stone. People were disappointed with me, but I was flustered. But yeah, Jay Short's Collection UK said we need Jerry Springer. Jerry, remember his security guard Steve, and people used to shout Steve. The security guard used to get.
He had his own show for a bit, didn't he? As well, Steve did.
Did he? Oh, yeah. I missed that. It's pretty funny. But again, I think that boils down to it really. You don't have to dislike someone because they don't have the same opinion of you. If you don't want it, absolutely fine. But don't be mad at someone who does want it. That's stupid. The same for the people that are buying it. Don't be mad at people that don't want it either. I'm not mad at anybody. I would like an extra Robbie Reyes figure, of course I would, but the thing I can do about it is back it, which I have done. So I've done my part.
I got money in the bank.
Trey23 with the super chat. Thank you very much.
Tay23 donated £5. You know the worst part about this, Dan. This is our hobby and escape. Why are we bringing stress and toxicity to it, lol? Love your content, bro.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Tay. You know, the worst part about this, Dan, is this is our hobby and our escape. 100% agree. Why are we bringing stress and toxicity into it? Love your content, bro. You are not the Dan, you are not the father. Yeah, Jerry Springer. I was like, what's going on there? Yeah, no, I completely agree, Tay. Absolutely. This is meant to be our escapism. Another reason I try and keep the vibes light and try and crack some jokes and at least try and be funny. Again, not everyone finds me funny. Again, noted on the invisible notepad here. I'm still going to try, to be fair.
My favourite thing to quote this is all the memes. Toy Fast posted one, and it was the Drake one with the HasLab, but then the $500 turtle van.
Yeah. Yeah, again, I'm the type of idiot that loves this shit. So of course I've been buying all this nonsense. But everyone's in different positions financially or whatever, and I do think people that maybe do want it are frustrated because they're priced out. So that's one reason they're frustrated, or for whatever reason. But it's sad times. But it is what it is now, and everyone can make their own decision. And as I said, c'est la vie. We will either get it or we won't.
It's the way of the world at the minute, though. Everything is going up, and then this has premium priced product dropping. It was never going to land well, I think, at this time of year. I think if it had landed even, like I said, in the last few, I think, 6 months earlier, it might have been, a bit better received. I don't know. But, I mean, we've all got bills to pay, and ultimately, these are, luxuries. They're not essentials, are they? Yeah. It's I'm more worried about paying my gas, everything like that, than this. So
Absolutely. And again, everyone has their own lines they draw in the sand of what they collect, and we create our own rules. I say it all the time. Absolutely. And, the HasLab is a rule you probably need to break. Of course, that's way over my month's budget for figures. Do you know what I mean? So yes, everyone has to break their rules, etc. But I just wanted to say thank you very much to you guys, to the people, nearly 200 people here watching. Surely no one out here is hate watching. Do you know what I mean? You can only comment in the chats if you're a subscriber. Maybe they are. I don't know. But my point I made on my video is that when I make a video, I am assuming I am speaking to like-minded people that like my content. And I think it's very fair for me to assume that, because that's how YouTube works. You subscribe to people you like their content, all right? So if you don't like my content, not a problem. The YouTube internet is a big place. I am, as I say all the time, a small fish in the ocean, all right? But if you want to come and swim with us. What a weird analogy, but you know what I'm trying to say. We're over here. We're in this stream. Come this side. But anyway, shall we talk about some toys now? Shall we talk? Have you got anything this week you want to show off?
What did I buy? Oh, I did pick up a Marvel Legend this week, but it's an old one. I got a second Skullbuster.
Where did you get that from? I'm thinking of getting a second.
On eBay. I think it was it Kapow maybe, or was it Comics and Cocktail? But it was on eBay for like
Nice.
£10. So I grabbed
I looked
it.
on Kapow to get an extra one because they did that on sale, but by the time I got there, it was gone. So maybe it was on Jedi. They changed their. I'm giving away secrets now, but yeah, Kapow's in eBay is something different.
It's a different one. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I'd be on like old toy buying week, so I also picked up Scarlet X from Crimson.
Who makes that?
This one, God, Palisade. So this is
That's
proper old.
Yeah.
1999.
I was
This
about
is,
to
I
say
think.
90s,
Yeah.
it's gotta be, yeah.
But it's Scarlet X by Humberto Ramos from Crimson. And last of all, I picked up this one. And I'm not going to say the price because I'm not proud of myself. But I picked up this Mass Effect tally figure still in the packaging. Wait.
Nice. Are you keeping it in the packaging?
Yeah, because I've already got an open one.
Oh, okay. There you go.
So that one is just to keep in the packaging.
Let me just have a quick. Laser Pants says I hate watching. I'm hate watching. He's not wrong, is he? Laser Pants, I hope you don't mind, but I mentioned you earlier. But it was nothing but love, my friend. Big Man Syndrome Red Devil.
Big Man Syndrome Red Devil donated $5. Pre-ordered Steph Curry and felt so bad about it, I bailed on the entire Wakanda wave. If Hasbro thinks I'm going all in on a $50 a figure line, I have a ball sack lollipop for M.
Wow. Well, thank you very much, Big Man Syndrome Red Devil. That is the magic of the Streamlabs donation. You can be called what you want. So whoever you are, says I pre-ordered the Steph Curry and feel bad about it. I bailed on the entire Wakanda wave. If Hasbro thinks we're going all in on a $50 figure line, I have a ball sack lollipop for them. And again, we're going to talk about starting lots. We're going to at least attempt to, maybe. We won't struggle, but we'll talk about it in a second. Also, Rectangular in the chat says he's going to have a new video up this weekend as well. Always appreciate watching. Rectangular is another guy who... Rectangular is a perfect example. Todd, I would consider a friend in this community, right? He has always supported me since like the early days of my YouTube channel, right? It always been nothing but good to me. I am guarantee me and him think the opposite on a lot of stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's facts. But me and Todd ain't hating each other. Like, this is like perfect example. So thank you, Todd. I appreciate you. Even if you do disagree with everything I say. Oh, no. Calm down, Dan. Calm down. I'm fine. I'm joking. See, that's me trying to be funny. Sometimes I don't know if I am. I'm sat in a room on my own. Like, I just don't never know. It's weird. Okay. Ted, am I funny? Oh, he's gone. He's buggered off. New toys for me, Rich. So Rich basically redirected his Tesseract so I can review it. So thank you very much, Rich. It has got the new Loki. So it is basically the same Loki body, but without the jacket and a new head, I think. But I will find out when I do a review. And they also updated the Tesseract. So today, I scrummaged through my storage and actually found the old Tesseract. So I can do a Tesseract comparison if anyone's interested. But yeah, I'll try and do that. I was thinking of doing a skit, you know, where I hold it and then like I cut to like random places just around the city or whatever. Like, but then I realised I've got no friends to hold the camera for me. I know, so I can't do it. And I can't ask Amanda because she'd be like, no. So
you should get Amanda and go to Bidley Mega Chip. You'd have millions of views.
I know, yeah,
there.
maybe. I'll just get a GoPro on Teddy's head and be like, let's go, Teddy, let's go and film. But there you go. So I will be reviewing this weekend, and then I'll get back to the Disney Plus. And Northern Nomad, thank you very much for the super chat.
Northern Nomad donated $5. Dan, I finally got the ML Retro Lizard FTOM eBay merchant from Asia.
Beautiful. Finally got the Retro Lizard, which is a great Marvel Legend. Like, that Retro Lizard is genuinely like the cream of what Legends can be doing right now. Completely pinless, all new, great range of accessories on the beautiful retro card. Happy days. I'm Manuel, gifting a channel membership there as well. Thank you very much. Though I think The Fossil just granted that, and wow, The Fossil is a name I see in this chat regularly, so I always appreciate it when regular viewers can grab a channel membership. So I'm Manuel, I appreciate you. Thank you very much. And the fossil, you can thank Iron Manuel in the chat. He is the one who granted that to you. So thank you very much. And there are a couple of channel membership only videos going up now. Like I did a Inner Circle the other week where we discussed the HasLab again. I also did an unboxing video saying a couple of thank yous to people in the community. So I am making a conscious effort to do more channel membership videos, as well as, of course, getting you in on Legends and Liquor, etc. So I appreciate that. In regards to other things, just real quick, I did review the retro Apocalypse. Great looking figure, by the way. Fits in beautifully with the VHS X-Men, even if he doesn't have cell shading. So yeah, this one, really like this. Now we've got Mystique's probably on her way, hopefully soon. Rich, is that like the 3rd of October, it says online? Right?
Yeah, they've just moved it up to 3rd of October now.
So...
And the I know HasLab's Terrax, I know that's another figure everyone loves a minute. That Terrax 2-pack has moved up to the 3rd of October as well.
So 3rd of October is looking like Bagman, Mojo 2-pack, Mojo 3-pack, the Terrax 2-pack with the Fallen one and the Terrax Build-A-Figure re-release, and then also Mystique. So yeah, save your pennies.
And probably that's the week after HasCon. So I mean, if anything is in stock, like any exclusives might be shipping that week as well.
Yeah.
And I think Phil Jones pointed out, like the end of that week, UK is supposed to be getting Gore and the Silk Dock off pack on Amazon UK as well. Yeah. So it might be an expensive week.
Yeah, no, that's good to know. That is good to know. So yeah, thank you. George subscribed. Thank you very much, George. Hopefully you're watching. I see you. I appreciate you. As I said, people, like, I love yous. And again, this community is growing. It's growing. It's not going down. All right. So I must be doing something right, people. All right. It ain't all bad over here. But yeah, Apocalypse reviews up. And also, I think I'm currently the only person to do a review of these two. It is Mr. Negative and his Inner Demon. I did do a review. I did do some head swaps on the Old Man Logan body, so you can sort of see how that looks. Mr. Negative will quite easily fit into a comic display. He can go nicely onto my Spider-Man Rose Gallery shelf. That is why I purchased him. I don't really have any interest in Gamerverse figures otherwise, but this will very nicely fit into a comic display, no problems at all. And then Inner Demon just looks cool, like a cool, fun army builder with some nice weapons. So yes, they're two suited bodies, a lot of reuse, but they find their place in their collection.
Did you get the Spider-Man game of it, the Spider-Man figures?
Yeah, I've got. Yeah, so I did a comparison with him in my review. I got the Miles Morales as well. The only Gamerverse figure I actually haven't got is the. Do you know the invisible Miles Morales, like the translucent one?
Oh, that's on sale at the Entertainer.
Yes.
If you're in the UK, the Entertainer's got a massive sale on at the minute.
That's exactly what I was going to transition to.
Sorry.
No. Perfect. Look, you're the co-host with me, absolutely. So, yeah, the Entertainer actually has like the something that I literally just bought. Like I just backtracked on it because I seen it on sale. The Hydra Stomper for Peggy Carter from the What If series. That was like 60 quid. It went down to 40 quid. I managed to get it for 30 quid, so I was like quite happy getting it for like half price. But now it's £20, like £21 on the Entertainer.
Yeah.
So yeah, look at the Entertainer, people, if you're in the UK. The Turtles, the Power Ranger Turtles are all half price, and the Captain America 20th anniversary and the Iron Man 20th anniversary are both £20.
Tigra is £13.
No
excuse. Missed out on it.
No excuse not to add Tiger to the collection for sure. So yeah, go and check out the Entertainer. It's called the Toy Store online, I think it is.
I think they've picked up a lot of like. Sorry, my Hex is
no. It's under £4. You're good.
I think the Entertainer picked up a lot of like old stock from Hasbro, because like I went into like my local one and they had like 4 shelves worth of Kitty Prydes. That's all they had.
Yeah, I think that's the case as well. Like, because the I just realised what you said. It took a second, but I'm thinking.
I think I'm funny as well.
It took a second, but then I'm thinking.
But they literally have got Kitty Pryde. That's not a lie.
Which the Kitty Pryde from
Age of Apocalypse?
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was like, crack it. When you said that, I was like, I let it go, and then I was like, which Kitty Pryde?
I think you can get like 5 of the Age of Apocalypse. So if you want to like build that Colossus, you'd only need to go and pick up one at full price then.
In the Forbidden Planet, the Eternals waves are £5 a pop. Like, if only we knew this stuff in the like, but still, like, you never know. You never know. So you can't never be mad that you didn't get something on sale, because you never know it was going to be on sale. And then if you did wait, it probably wouldn't have went on sale. It's catch-22. So don't be mad at yourself for that. Mike Hex is dying to talk about Mephisto and his nipples. All right. So he says no nips on Mephisto. No tips for Hasbro. I still can't believe someone said that. Someone else said it. I thought you just really desperately wanted nipples on Mephisto then. I hadn't.
The Namo's got nipples, though, haven't he? The MCU Namo, that's got
I
nipples
don't think
on
Legends are scared of nipples, to be fair. I don't think that's ever been a problem. Like, exposed breasts, maybe, but not nipples. But yeah, that wasn't a concern for me, to be honest.
I don't think Mephisto has nipples, though, in the comics.
It's never...
But maybe he does, but he doesn't show them anyway. He must paint over them.
Look, I never thought we'd be talking about Mephisto's nipples today, but here we are. Like, there you go. Thanks. That's what you did, Mike. That's what your $3 just done to us.
Nipples and feet, the next spin-off.
Doing ASMR about nipples and feet. Oh, my God. That's what I need to be doing. Okay, anyway, let's actually get to some Hasbro PulseCon talk. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so
before we do it, I got one more thing that I got this week. So Dan Wiesenmeyer, who does like the packaging for the VHS X-Men,
absolutely.
So like he did like his convention prints, and he had them for sale for a bit. So mine finally like shipped through UK customs.
Nice.
So I got this is a print of the art from storyboards from X-Men the animated series signed by him. This is really cool. But more importantly, I got this. I need to get a frame now, but I've got
so good.
Got a jean to put in. I need to find myself a brown frame to like lie on my bed and gaze at this.
Mate, Amazon that all day long. Absolutely, yeah. I'd love to get that just as because that is so inside. You have to like be an animated X-Men fan from the 90s to even see that and notice it on a frame. So yeah, that'd be great. Okay, let's jump to PulseCon. Okay, next weekend, people. And by the way, the check cleared. So it's contractually obligated for me to talk about PulseCon, all right? It's my job to hype it up, okay? The check is cleared. Let's talk PulseCon. I'm just like, Amanda's the check cleared?
People will believe this. Why did you say this?
What a great event. Let's do this. Okay, Hasbro PulseCon 2022. So next week, there's going to be 2 days of panels of all these Hasbro-owned toy lines. Some we love, some we're very unaware of. That's what we're going to get into. But let's start off with something nice and easy. And we can always swing back around to this, of course. Marvel Legends. Now, a lot of people expected the HasLab to maybe get announced here, but obviously that happened earlier, which, again, a few of us did assume it would. So, Dan Yoon, the sort of nugget he has gave us regarding Marvel is he mentioned I think it was during that D23, there was a lot of Disney Plus stuff revealed, and he commented saying, they're going to be busy with MCU for a while, but don't worry, comic fans, we're going to have some stuff. We've been busy with that, and we'll have some stuff at PulseCon. So, I am expecting some new comic stuff to be shown. Real quick, Jay in the chat, he says, the missus is in the doghouse. She's booked a table for dinner with some friends in the middle of PulseCon Marvel panel. It's divorce. Yeah, Jay's going to be like, just go to the toilet, Jay, and just close the door. Say you're not well. Just go and sit on the toilet and watch it. And we keep you updated, don't you worry. But yeah, the only sort of tidbit we've been given by Dan is we're going to get some comic reveals, okay? So I'll throw it over to you, Rich. Is there anything you want to see or any predictions of what we might see? And the same question to the chat, by the way, and I'll read out a couple as we go through the brands here, all right? So we're on Marvel. Let us know in the chat what you would like to see or what you may think we will see while Rich is talking.
So honestly, what I would really like to see next year is a bunch of comic-based baths, because this year there's been 2. That's all we've had. Is 2 comic book Build-A-Figures, and they both were like earlier this year. That we had the controller and the Bone Breaker, yeah, and that's it. Yeah, that is it, isn't it? That's just those 2.
When you said it, I was
everything
like,
else has been MCU. So it's been a weird year for baths, because we usually get like about 4 or 5, I think.
Last year we got 10. Last year we got 10 Build-A-Figures. I did a top 10 Build-A-Figures for the
But it's usually pretty evenly split in it between MCU and comic-based. But this year there's been more MCU than they have comic-based ones.
You're absolutely right. Not even thought about that. But yes, you are absolutely right. There's been more, for the first time probably ever, there's been more MCU-based Build-A-Figures than comic-based. Usually comic-based always outweighs. Usually we get 1 for every Marvel film. So 3 Marvel films a year, maximum 3 Marvel Disney not Disney Plus as such, but live action Build-A-Figures. But this year, with the introduction of Disney Plus and them having a lot more MCU content to maybe get to, and maybe they're contractually obligated to make action figures of these products over the comic stuff, so it's getting pushed to the forefront, which you would expect. This stuff is on TV, etc. So yeah, you're absolutely right. For the first time, we're getting more MCU Build-A-Figures, which is a shame because some of those bigger, more obscure, maybe or maybe more desirable comic characters that you can't do single packed would get as Build-A-Figures, but they are sort of maybe balancing in that out with deluxe packs now, and now we've got like the super deluxes as well, and there are rumors that we're going to get maybe more of that as well as time comes, so maybe we'll get a super deluxe like on the same level as maybe, because they said that Hydra Stomper, here's Disney Plus granted, but Hydra Stomper and MODOK were sort of in the same category as being like super deluxes. So your War Machines and your Hulks and Maestros, sorry, they're all in like the deluxe category, and then the super deluxes would be your MODOKs and your Hydra Stompers. So yeah, maybe another super deluxe at PulseCon. But another Build-A-Figure. I would love to see a comic Build-A-Figure wave, all comic characters and a Build-A-Figure wave.
I mean, I think as well, it's like this year there have been a lot of comic book figures, but it's definitely been the year of Spider-Man. I think this year, obviously, with there being a 60th anniversary, with Beyond Amazing, with that whole summer program as well, it seems like we've got a decent turnout of Spider-Man characters. So with next year being both the X-Men and the Avengers 60th anniversary, hopefully we'd at least get we had a wave of Avengers and X-Men this year, so hopefully next year we'll get another wave of comic-based figures off them. I mean, I think came out this week, but Exterminators from Marvel. It's a brand new X-Men book. Jubilee, Boom Boom, Dazzler, and X-23 in one book. Like, if you haven't read X-Men comics for a while, it doesn't really tie into, like, you don't really need to know anything. You just need to, like, if you like these 4 female characters, this is a pretty good book. It's pretty stupid. It's just like a grindhouse action comedy, they described it as. And it's just like 3 girls go out to a bar, get drunk, and they wake up somewhere else, and then it goes from there. And it's a really fun book. It's very Next Wavy. I think if you like Boom Boom from Next Wave, you'll probably like this book. It's very,
is that just one issue so far?
One issue, yeah. It's like, I think it's only a mini series. It's like 4 or 5 issues.
Okay.
But this issue, pretty good, and I would definitely pick it up. There's none of those big text pages, which I know a lot of people don't like from modern day X-Men. There's nothing like that. It's just straight into it, just all out action, and it's just quite a fun book. So pick this one up. But yeah, give us we already have a Dazzler, but I'll always take a new Jubilee any year. Give us a new Boom Boom in a like Next Wave look. That'd be great. Thank you.
There you go. That's what Rich wants. That's perfect. Before I jump to the chat, in regards to stuff that I'd like to see, like, you know me, I'm a sucker for the retro stuff, and as we move away from plastic-free packaging, I do think we're going to see less of it, because I assume there's not much coming at all, if anything, next year. So if there is anything more, it sort of has to be revealed soon, because we've only got a few months of the year left. Like, fall is upon us, Christmas is 3 paydays away, as we were saying earlier. So the end of the year is approaching, so more retro, please. I at least want another Iron Man retro. Like, I would love a Tony Stark. I'd love a Mandarin. I'd love obviously the repainted modular armor, like an actual repaint. I want the modular armor in like the brighter yellow on that retro card. If we only get 2 Iron Man cards, it's got to be. We've already got War Machine. Let's get Iron Man in that vibrant uniform that from the actual show that the toys is actually an homage to in the first place. So that's what I'd like, some more retro stuff before the year is out. So that's on me. So let me scroll to this chat. Let's see what's going on. Joanne says an Earth X or Ultimate Wave would be cool.
They would be. I mean, like, we've had like Ultimate figures here and there. Like, we've had the like Ultimate Captain America came with like the motorbike, I think, didn't they? And that like deluxe rider pack, was it?
Is that the World War II cap? World War II cap came with a motorbike.
Yeah, I think that is like, it's based on like, isn't it based on like the Ultimate look for Cap?
There is an Ultimate, I think there's an Ultimate Captain America. He was one of the first to come with like the swooshing shield effect.
Ah, right,
I
okay.
got rid of him a long time ago because it wasn't my Captain America. So,
and there's obviously Spider-Man. Ultimate Spider-Man is coming in that 5-pack of Spider-Man figures
glossy,
this year.
The purpley, gossy symbiote version, yeah. Yeah, for sure. Good picks.
And Earth X, they haven't done any figures
can't
from
think.
Earth X. There's a lot of like iconic looks from that, like different looks, like Captain America. Like you've got Daredevil's got an interesting look in that as well. Like a Venom, there's like a female Venom. Just lots of cool different looks, different take on the Marvel universe.
Look, they love doing the A-list characters in different ways. They love getting those because they can brand it as this is Captain America, but we all know it's his Earth X look, for example. So yeah, maybe they get there for sure, but we shall see. Let me have a look at the chat then. Let me see if I can switch to the chat on screen real quick and see what these guys are saying. Okay.
Nathan Z1's classic X-Men Kitty Pride. Oh,
X-Men 5
you
pack.
wound me, Nathan.
X-Men 5 pack says Showdown Studios. Oh yeah, there's Nathan there. Ultimate Force says 10 Bones. Mike Heck says Marvel Zombies. Marby Dog says Zeus. Ultimate Venom says Mike. Of course, he wants everything Venom. Mini Plastic Multiverse says Future Foundation and some top tier villains we are missing for me. What villains you're missing, Tom? What villains? There are plenty of villains, of course, but just curious. CJ says Starjammers box set, please.
Yeah,
Talking of Rectangular, we mentioned him earlier. He would love some Starjammers for sure. California Red Devil says some classic New Mutants. I do think that Wolfsbane and Feral could be quite a high possibility. It's been a while since they revealed Tigra, and they haven't reused that body since, and there are two big gaps in X-Force and New Mutants that could be filled. Whether we get both of them is a different story. I do think both are coming, but not necessarily together. So maybe a Wolfsbane because we've got this Werewolf by Night and there's werewolves are on the brain. I know she's not a werewolf, but wolf's in the name. Maybe they are going to release a Wolfsbane because I don't know, stretching. I know.
Well, they've got that with the Werewolf by Night. They've got the Blade movie coming out next year as well. They could do like a supernatural with that would tie in with Ghost Rider as well, wouldn't it? If it came out like this time next year, type of thing.
Yeah, we've mentioned it before. Hasbro always seem to do a wave or release figures that complement the previous HasLab. So, and with Blade coming out next year, like the MCU movie, of course. I think it comes out in November. It's meant to start filming in like October, so it should come out. Hopefully, fingers crossed. We shall see. But yeah, that should encourage Marvel to start going to those more street level, sort of darker characters. So I would love that. I'd love that for sure. 10 Bones says Mandarin. Absolutely. As I said, he was on the Iron Man retro card back in the day, so I'd take it there, but I'd take it elsewhere as well. He is a character I think we need. Jimmy Boy, another one for Starjammers, and a male New Mutant fig with Sam, Roberto, and Doug heads. Yeah, I think they've mentioned that was an idea for them a while ago. Marby Dodd says a proper Onslaught. Pink Psylocke 22 says yes, Dark Phoenix as well. We don't need Dark Phoenix, do we? We got one. We got one. No, I'm joking. Another one would be fine. I'd like Squadron Supreme. Comic Squadron Supreme says 10 Bones.
Oh, that would be good. We have had a couple of characters, like we've had like Hyperion, we've had Nighthawk as well, but like a full box set of the Squadron Supreme would be cool.
That does sound like a type of team that they would do for a box set, to be fair. X-Men Spiral and Wolfsbane, as I said, a Blob. Again, Blobs, and I don't have even though the previous builder figure was Hasbro era, it's still a little bit old now. I do think it is one that could hold up in the back of a display, maybe, but
yeah,
we are granted for a new one. We've seen they clearly upgraded Modoc, even though he was Toy Biz, but they clearly upgraded him. Same with this Mojo. We've not got him in hand yet, but it does look a lot better than the previous one. So I would only assume they would upgrade Blob. So yeah, I'd take a Blob and a Spiral.
I think of all the like deluxe X-Men BAFTs, like that's like I think the most wanted now that we get in Mojo this year. Yeah. I think he's probably the most wanted. So he's got to be there somewhere. He's got to be in the planning stages at least.
Yeah, I'd take that all day long. And again, Spiral. We're talking about Mojo. That was a character that people wish were in the box instead of another Dazzler. So Dazzler did get a new hairstyle.
What? Who said that?
I know, yeah. Dazzler did get a new hairstyle, and she is on the updated Shriek body mold, but people would have preferred, even including myself, I would have preferred a Spiral, but I'm sure she's coming. She has got more arms, maybe, so maybe it justifies a different price point. I don't know.
She could be a builder figure in a wave of like 20 characters. Get an arm each one.
So many figures come with arms. Yeah, it makes sense. And I do think we may see some movie stuff as well, because we've started to see some stuff leak. Obviously, we don't have to bring it up here, but we've seen some movie stuff leak, so maybe that'll be brought up we shall see. But I do think they're going to go very comic heavy. 10 Bones says a Lockjaw Build-A-Figure. Now, usually I would agree because I'd love to get more Inhumans like Crystal. I do think a Riders Wave Crystal and Lockjaw would have been perfect. But now I've got the Mezco Lockjaw. That wasn't exactly cheap. I'm like, I'd rather have a Blob, for example. Danny Ketch is another very popular one, and I do think Danny Ketch is on the way with all this Ghost Rider stuff. I do think he was planned to be one of those figures that complement the HasLab in the future. So I
mean, they never said the Rider series was finished. They just said he was on pause, didn't they?
It's on ice. So he said he could come back. They're just trying different things with the deluxes and super deluxes, but it's not gone. But it's on ice. It's just on ice.
I don't think they would announce Danny Ketch on a bike at this though. I think a lot of people might pull out of the HasLab if they see the Danny Ketch and his bike is coming. They might be like, "Oh, I can get that Ghost Rider for $60." Yeah, or maybe $100 with the prices at the minute. But
it does. Talking about that, the HasLab real quick again. Like it does show you, like there is definitely a section of this community that are just like casuals. They just dip in and out, and they just like what they like, and that's a good thing, by the way. Like that's probably more healthy than the obsession that we have. But like they don't know that all these little clues and tidbits that Dan Yoon has been given, because Dan has quite openly said there's no bikes or horses as tiers. Like he's said that from the get-go. He's been very transparent, and people are still commenting on my video, going, "Oh, mate, I might back if they show a bike." But I'm like, well, we already know we're not getting a bike, you know. So,
but the one thing I will say right about this is. So yeah, this is the bit that I'm not like that keen on with this HasLab. It's something that, like, when we were having discussions with Brandon about his YouTube channel, you say that like every video is someone's first.
Yep.
And I don't think they did a good job of explaining what a HasLab is to people. Like I was getting messages being like, "Am I going to get charged if I back for this now?" And it was like, I don't think they set it out. Like what I think they just assumed, like there's been a lot of new collectors into it. It's opened up in more regions this year. Like it's just gone to Europe. And I think if you watch that introductory video, it doesn't really explain it that well.
Agreed.
What a HasLab is, how it all works. It's like, just dumb it down for people. Just do a dumbed down video, you know, like just like 101 of this is how it works and this is what you're going to get. I think that would answer a lot of people's questions as well.
Absolutely.
Putting people off backing, because I think a lot of people think if I back this now, I'm going to get charged straight away. A lot of people are thinking if I back this now, I can't cancel it. But to be fair, on Pulse, it's pretty easy to cancel stuff. Like we cancel stuff all the time. But there we go.
Yeah, no, you're completely right.
That's just my 2 cents. I think they could have done a better job of explaining this to newcomers.
As when Brandon was starting his YouTube channel, like Rich said, I said to him as a piece of advice, and 200, by the way, welcome everybody. As a piece of advice to Brandon, I said, just think, as you're building a channel, remember every video you do could be someone's first. So on every video, he's introducing himself, he's saying what the video is, he's plugging his Instagram, of course, which is where he's built his following with his ACBA. And I do think that is a trait that did well for me, because every video I do this, I've got like a format, and I think people feel comfortable knowing what your format is, and then if they like it, they'll come back again because they already know they like your format. So yeah, I think maybe Hasbro, you're right. I take him for granted that people know the HasLab format by now, like it's understood, but yet you're now maybe putting off other people that want to get on board because they don't understand it. Because yes, we had people reach out to us asking us, does it charge, like saying they're not backing because they don't have 350 quid right now. And it's like, well, it doesn't back now, and charge now, sorry. And people were like, oh, I didn't know that. Oh, when does it charge? You know, like, so people, could be educated a little bit more on the whole concept, and it may bring in a few of us on the outside. So yeah, that's a fair comment, and absolutely right as well. Okay, so let's move away from Legends, okay, Marvel Legends, because we talk about Legends all the time. Let's start getting into some stuff that we're real experts on, all right? This is where the real expert comes on. Let's talk about Hasbro bringing back the line that I think started with McFarlane in the 90s, maybe.
Before McFarlane. These were like, McFarlane did it, like, I think through the early 2000s. It was like before that even, yeah.
Oh, wow, okay. So starting lineup. Not really something, to be completely honest, and again, maybe our American friends don't know this, but not really something that's been a big deal in the UK. Like, has it? Like, was there ever starting lineup UK sport related things?
No, I remember getting those like little football, little figures.
Yeah,
that's
World
what I
Cups
remember.
and stuff, like the sort of big heads that don't bobble. Like
that's it. Yeah, Ryan Giggs, David Beckham, like people like that.
I remember Sabutio. I used to go to Toys R Us and buy like a team in all blue because it was like Coventry or Chelsea or whatever, and it was but it was just a Subbuteo player painted blue. Like, you couldn't tell who it was. But anyway, I'm a football. I say football. I refuse to call it soccer, but I'm a football fan in the UK. Like, I can actually talk sports. Premier League. I'm a Chelsea fan. But the crossover of people that love toys and sports, I don't know how popular that is. Maybe I'll do a spin-off. But yeah, so I could, if this was Premier League football players all day long, I'm in. I can give you a 10 players, like, right now, let's go. Like, from the history or from modern day, I'm ready to go. Premier League, I can talk about. However, in the UK, we have no baseball, American football, basketball.
We do have them, but they vary. They're not on the big.
Where?
They're not on like Sky Sports. People don't like tune up. They don't have the money behind them. The Americans do, type of thing.
Yeah, okay. So obviously the sports exist. The presence is a lot smaller, I guess. In the UK.
TAKTAK Toys with Film donated £4.49. Brings a whole new meaning to the term Hell Charger for a new HasLab backer.
Brings a whole new meaning to the word How Charger for a new HasLab backer. Yeah, that's right. How Charger. We shall see. Again, time will tell. Time will tell now if people get on board. So yeah, starting lineups. Completely honest, this was revealed today, and I didn't have too much interest because I'm not going to lie to you. I can't even pronounce some of these names. Like, I struggle with reading as it is. So like, apparently Tim loves curry. I think it's Tim Curry. No, that's someone else, isn't it? I don't know. Someone's called Curry anyway. That guy as well. Him. This one as well. There's that guy. There's him. And there's also these two. LeBron James. I think he's been in a movie I've watched at some point.
This was the one I was interested in. And I was like, where's Bugs Bunny? What is this?
I need to watch the second Space Jam. Yeah, so I'm not going to lie. I do not want to offend any of my American friends, but I doubt anyone's here to listen to me and Rich talk about sports. But I am always interested in new lines and action figures. And what is interesting about this is that they are actually like 1/12 scale action figures without any like regular modern day action figure articulation, and they're pinless. Like, it's actually pretty good. Like, if this was Premier League football players, I'd at least get one to just check it out. You know, I don't need a Premier League footballer collection, but do you know what I mean? Just for the love of action figures and just exploring new lines.
For the love of action figures, have we seen the price on them? Have we looked at that?
Oh, let's have a look. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't need it. I'm fine with what I got. Yeah, I do. Again, we're not going to dive way in on price here. The price is way too high. Okay, we've got Toxic Fan Red
Devil donated $5. Just wanted to throw in an extra super chat in support. Despite the channel's bad opinions, talking about Donnie and Jubilee, of course, we support you. Keep your head up.
I appreciate that, Toxic Fan Red Devil. Whoever you are out there, I do appreciate the donation. Just wanted to throw in an extra super chat support despite your channel's bad opinions. Talking about Donnie and Jubilee, of course. We support you. Oh, it's California Red Devil. That's who it is.
He'd be down for a Premier League starting lineup, wouldn't he? He'd love it. Ryan Giggs with a book of poetry. He'd be in for that.
At first, I'm thinking, who the hell is this guy trolling me? But it's California Red Devil. As soon as he mentioned Jubilee and Donnie, I'm like, it's that Donnie hater, California Red Devil. I'm onto you. But I appreciate you as well. Yeah, okay, the price is high on these. But what were people saying online? Like, about license, you got to license the players.
So you've got to license the team, you've got to license the jerseys, and then you've got to license the face and the likeness, and then you've got to license the trainers as well, because they've all got unique trainers. But the weird thing is, with LeBron, they haven't given him his tattoos, so could they not afford to license the tattoos? Have you got to license the tattoos for everyone as well? Are they under copyright?
Of like popular, like famous things or anything like that? Like, are they logos?
I'm not sure. Are they like? I don't think they're anything famous. He's got a Kobe tattoo, haven't he? I think he's got a Kobe Bryant tattoo. That was like, I read an article about that in Heat magazine or something.
See, big sports fan, great.
Big sports fan.
Okay, looking at LeBron here, like, it looks like a very nice, modern, articulated action figure of LeBron James from the LA Lakers. Like, fair play. It looks exactly what they
Is that ball stuck in his hand?
Yeah, I was curious of that as well. I don't know. Is it like pegged in there, or because
a magnet? So, because surely you'd want to like throw it, wouldn't you?
I don't know, Rich. I don't know.
What if you're left-handed? You're buggered, isn't
it? He does have some interchangeable hands, and again, it's pinless. It looks like it's got double jointed joints, butterfly joints on there as well, ankle pivot. Like, it looks like a pretty solid modern day action figure. It really does. It's just not something that I will gravitate towards. Like, as an action figure fan, it would be something I'd like to get hands on just to check it out and be like, oh, what's this like? But I have absolutely zero attachment to these people. Like, I don't think these will do too well in the UK. This is like, adult action figures is such a niche as it is. So finding an adult action figure fan who was also wants NBA players is like even more of a niche of this niche. It's like, so yeah, like I don't think these are going to sell that well in the UK. I have no idea who any of these people are. Like, who's LeBron's got to be the biggest name, right? If we know who LeBron is, he's the biggest name. Stephen Curry. I keep calling him Tim Curry. Steve Curry. Apparently, he's pretty good.
Tim Curry.
I think
Tim Curry is from he's Frankenfurter in Rocky Horror, isn't he? That's
I think
Tim
yeah,
Curry.
yeah, Tim Curry, yeah. Did he play basketball? No, he didn't. But yeah,
I'd buy a Tim Curry figure. That'd be quite good from Hasbro.
Yeah. He was also in I like him in Scary Movie as well, where he's a big pervert, but he's funny. I love that. I love his mate in the chair as well, and he's like, he has that face off with Hanson, and he's like, oh, go away, handy man, because he's got his dodgy hand. And he goes, oh yeah, I'll be. Why don't you go ahead and give me a hand? And he's like, I'll be the bigger man and walk away. Funny stuff. Scary Movie. Early 2000s. People are too young. Anyway,
this is my strong hand.
Yeah, take it. My bad in the potatoes. Like, my bad, my germ.
Oh, the chicken. Like, I don't know what this bit is, but I'll lick it anyway.
Oh, can I get in there with the giblets? I love Scary Movie 1 and 2. 1 and 2 are so good. The others have their moments. I do like Scary Movie 3 though, to be fair. There is funny moments in that as well. Anyway, see, we're so clueless about any of this. We're talking about Scary Movie movies. Let's move away, okay? Sorry, people. I love yous. I really do. They look like some fun, like cool looking action figures for what they represent, but like me and Rich are clueless. Not a clue.
The price just seems high. I know we we just talk about a HasLab, this is like $350, but this seems like quite high, like $50 a figure type of thing.
Look, I don't want to set anybody off or create any toxicity in the community, but if you are planning to buy the whole wave of starting lineup, that's actually more expensive than the HasLab. Just saying.
But sports fans do spend lots of money, don't they? Like on memorabilia. So
absolutely.
I think maybe this could attract a different. I think we are speaking as like action figure collectors.
Of course, yeah.
But I think to sports fans, this might bring them in. Like I like to say, like, oh, they've got a trading card inside. Like Todd McFarlane's been doing that since he did the DC. I chucked those stupid trading cards.
Yeah.
But like obviously, sports fans, this will be a big thing. And I think the contentious issue is obviously the NFTs, which I mean, I gotta be honest, I don't understand NFTs.
I don't even understand cryptocurrency. It makes no sense to me. Like, why is it there? Why don't anyone have? I don't understand it. I don't get it.
But I mean, so it seems like there's different rarities you get with this of a digital card with different colors. Like, I mean, if you don't get the gold one, send me over the black one. I'll Photoshop you a gold one. Yeah. No one will ever know, right?
I don't get it. I don't get NFTs. I don't get cryptocurrency. I'd like to. There seems to be a big like money making scheme. I'd love to understand it and stop.
So are there physical cards like this as well? Because I could see that if they were different rarities for like if you got like a holographic card or something, people might be into that.
Not a clue. By the way,
they seem to be like all digital, so I
yeah, that's what NFTs are, just digital. It's like you have your own.
We're not like old man. We're the grumpy old man of the internet.
We've turned into it. We've lived long enough to see ourselves become the grumpy old men on YouTube. A D Blake makes sense. Tim Curry wasn't the strong hand guy. We know. I said Tim Curry's mate in the wheelchair and the butler. Tim Curry's the teacher. I know my Scary Movie. I don't know NFTs or NFL or NBA or any of this. So we're going to move on, all right? But it's there if people want it. It's a Hasbro brand now, so you know they're going to do a pretty decent action figure. So maybe more will be revealed. They are up for pre-order, but more will be revealed. And Rich is spot on. The sports memorabilia marketplace is massive. So maybe there is like an avenue there as well. Maybe that's why the price point's so high, because this is aimed at those type of collectors. I don't know. Moving on to something interesting, something that I actually really am quite excited to see. So Hasbro have retained or got back the license for Indiana Jones. They had it way back in the day, but with the new Indiana Jones movie coming out next year, Hasbro are going to start getting out some products. So we haven't seen a trailer. Maybe they showed something at D23. I think Harrison Ford started tearing up, which is great to see him actually have some attachment to a character who's played rather than going, kill me, just kill me off. Even though they're probably going to kill him off in this one as well. I hope they don't. I hope he rides off into the sunset. They don't need to kill Indy. But my point is, Indiana Jones, beloved franchise, if you're like sort of a certain age. I love these movies as a kid. They're like action adventure, they're based like in war times. So there's no like futuristic technology. It's all about ancients and mysteries and stuff like that. And I just loved the adventure of them as a kid. It was one of those things that my dad always encouraged me to watch. So
it's like Tomb Raider with a man, isn't it?
Exactly. Yeah, 100%. But Tomb Raider came after. Do you know what I mean? So like Tomb Raider's inspired by Lara Croft came after Indy, believe it or not. But yeah. Anyway, my point is, I like Indiana Jones, and you know me. I love buying physical representations of all the things I love, not just Marvel Legends. So would I like a 1/12 scale action figure of Indiana Jones to add amongst my collection, which is mainly at the 6-inch scale? Yes, absolutely. I would love to. So I actually am really excited to see what they're doing here. Now, they have not confirmed they're doing 6-inch action figures. I'm only assuming if they know the current marketplace. But the old figures were a little bit shorter. So maybe they do a bit of both, because a lot of lines are do it like Marvel, like Star Wars. They do retro, like smaller figures, and they still vintage with Star Wars, and they still do like the collector sort of 6-inch. So I do think they're going to do both. And they've also said that there's going to be pre-orders. Like, pre-orders will go up for Indiana Jones products this weekend. So we are actually going to see pre-orders go up, and we will see products. So, as I was mentioning, I don't think we'll see anything from the new movie yet. But of course, that's coming. It has to. But I do think this gives them the power to go back and do figures from the old movie. So I do think one of the first pre-orders has to be, you have to kick it off right with a 1/12 6-inch Indiana Jones action figure. Hopefully it's not 50 quid like the starting lineups, but
don't put it out there, Dan.
I know, yeah. But genuinely something I'm really curious to see. I would love a short round, and I wouldn't buy, like, I don't think I'd go super deep, but I'd definitely get like a Sean Connery as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, so yeah, I just like anyway, I'm intrigued, and I'm genuinely curious to see what they're going to show. Do you have any attachment to Indy or want a figure from Hasbro?
I like the Indiana Jones films. I would buy like a generic young Harrison Ford from like the first two movies, like Indiana Jones figure. But that's probably where my attachment would end. Like none of the other characters. I wouldn't need a massive Indiana Jones display. If I had Indy in my collection, that would be good.
Yeah, I agreed. Absolutely agree. Again, I'm curious what else they show, but they have to kick it off right. You're going to start off an Indiana Jones line. Start off with Indiana Jones in his prime.
I think they'll start off with the classic films, because obviously, like you said, that new film is coming out. But I think what people want are the classic movies figures from that. Yep. And like you said, I know 6-inch we're all thinking, but I think they'll probably go like 3 3/4 as well, I would think, with this line, because it does appeal to like classic collectors, that kind of thing. And yeah, like when 6-shooter says, I do wonder how they're going to deal with the Nazis. That might be, will we get Nazi army builders? I don't think so. Maybe, but
in an age where Hasbro are avoiding even using plastic, I am sure they are going to massively avoid Nazis. Imagine that. Hasbro's like, you can buy kids' toys and also Nazi action figures. No, clearly they're not. They can do generic army soldiers. They're just not going to use any whatever that word is or whatever. So yeah, they're going to avoid that like the plague, but rightly so as well, to be fair, I guess. I guess people are. It's a weird world at the minute, very sensitive for obvious reasons. So yeah, but army builders, I could see like generic soldiers, etc. But yeah, I'd love an Indy from the classic, from the original trilogy. The fourth one I haven't seen in a long time, but spoiler alert, it's about aliens, right? There's aliens in it, and Shia LaBeouf at the sort of in his.
I'd buy the fridge from that. That's the only thing I need.
Yeah. Honestly, now when I walk into a room and I think to myself, if there was a nuclear war, I'm like, oh shit, the fridge is there. I'm safe. I'm good. If the Russians do eventually get us,
but I'm just like, if they announce that they drop a nuclear bomb on us, there's no point. Like, that's it, game over. You just be like, okay, well, that's it then. Like, what's people gonna do? Like, dig underground,
in your
jump
fridge.
in the sea, be burned. It's just like, oh, all right, okay.
Look,
Let me put on this last episode of X-Men the Animated Series with Jubilee and with Fairy Tales, and I'll watch this and go out with a bang.
I'm going to be tearing everything out my fridge, which is pretty easy because me and Amanda don't eat anything. So it's like take out the milk and the butter, and I'm like in there. Grab Teddy. Teddy, we're going in the fridge, and we'll be safe. We'll be fine. Me and Teddy will just kick open the fridge door, and it will just be like the apocalypse. Me and Teddy left to roam. We shoved Amanda in the freezer. She's still got a 4 out. But me and Teddy will go and roam and explore the world on our own. Like me and Teddy, just like I Am Legend, and everyone's coming back like zombies. But it's me and Teddy against the world. There you go. Wow, there you go. That's me daydreaming. But Indiana Jones, I'm curious and I'd like to see some figures. Looking in the chat as well, it seems like people, again, are very intrigued. Not a lot of negativity in the chat at all. I think people are interested to see what they're going to do here. It's one of them where people are going to be like, yeah, why not? Like, I don't have to buy it, do I? So, like, let's see what they've got. And if I like it, I'll buy it. Easy. That's how it works, people. So, yeah, curious. Okay, so Indiana Jones, brand new. Not seen anything yet, so that's always so exciting. Star Wars. Now... Brandon's not here, but he does have his own YouTube channel now that he can talk Star Wars on, so I'm sure that will happen. But Rich, just remind people of your Star Wars fandom in regards to this action figure collecting. Now, we joked to you that you have a cube in your collection, which is just Leia, but that's not even a joke. Like, you genuinely do have a cube. That's just all Leia.
Just Leia. I've got a spear in my hand now, which is just falling out of the cube. But yeah, they just got a Princess Leia cube. I have got some other figures as well, but on display, it's only Leia.
So, what in regards to Star Wars, is there anything that can be shown? There was a pre-order this week that I think was The Mandalorian, Ahsoka, and I was about to call him Yogurt then. Yogu, what's his name? I forgot his name.
Well, I firmly believe that they only released that pack because they were like, oh my god, it's blown up about the HasLab this week. Everyone doesn't like that. Let's release the 3-pack of reuses. Oh, and while we're at it, let's get these $50 starting lineups with an NFT out there as well. That might take away some of the heat from the Marvel team.
No. You do get a new spear and some Goth goods, though. Don't forget that. But in regards to Star Wars, is there anything they could reveal that you actually would like to add to your mini Star Wars collection?
I mean, the things that maybe like Kid Leia from the Obi-Wan Kenobi like TV show that just got out.
I've not even seen Obi-Wan yet, so I'm absolutely with that.
Didn't a show start yesterday?
Andor, yeah. 3 episodes.
And I like Rogue One, but I didn't come out of Rogue One thinking I need to watch a TV show about those before they all died at the end of Rogue One. So
people have just got into Andor here. They don't know how it's going on.
Yeah, so I mean, like Rob Pollock said he was really good on his Twitter, so I may give that a check out on the weekend. But then, like I say that Obi-Wan Kenobi, I watched 1 episode and then just watched the supercut of Leia bits on YouTube because I couldn't be bothered watching the rest.
Yeah, what's his name? Trevor's laughing at me because I called him Yogurt. Yogu. Why can't I say his name anymore?
Grogu.
Bloody hell.
Yogurt.
Kid Leia, what the fuck, Rich? Tom. So has Tom not seen Obi-Wan? Does he not have a clue? Yeah, True Fiasco says Andor is fantastic. Shavin says Andor is really good. I will watch that once I've watched Obi-Wan. I did like Rogue One as well. But I don't even have the Rogue One figures. So, like, obviously I don't like it that much. When it comes to Star Wars, I did buy a lot more than I needed to. And I've got boxes of Star Wars stuff upstairs that I don't really know why I have. I do need to do a little bit of like a spurge and get rid of it because I've got some pretty harder to find figures upstairs now that I should really just get rid of while they're still desirable.
Bring Toys to Work says we still need Bespin gown Leia. There we go. Oh, okay. That version of Leia, that well-known version of Leia. You'd get it. Bespin. Is she Bespinning? I don't know. Brandon's gonna watch his back and just be screaming at us for the 2-bit.
The Cloud City, innit? Bespin. That's the Cloud City.
Bespin, that's how you pronounce it. That's it.
Bespin, yes, I think it's the Cloud City. Yeah, again, anyway, starting line up some Star Wars, me and Rich can't talk too much about. But I do dabble in Star Wars. There are some in front of me, like original trilogy, live action Star Wars, I guess, is my vibe. Because I do like Mandalorian, and I've got some originally trilogy stuff. Look, there's little Yogurt. There he is, giving us a wave. Hello, Yogurt.
Yogurt.
I actually prefer the name Yogurt for him. That's better. Okay, let's move away from stuff we don't know. Hang on. I say that, but we're about to go to Power Rangers. Oh no, Power Rangers are good. I can talk Power Rangers. Okay. Shout out Mike Hex, by the way. He managed to track me down on eBay in the US a Silver Ranger, in-space Silver Ranger. So that's already on the way to me. So hopefully I will soon have all 3 of my Zordon era teams that they have started to make so far, with Mighty Morphin, Zeo, and In Space, all complete with their extra Rangers. I even brought a Phantom Ranger on sale recently. So I think I have like all the Rangers now for those 3 series. I think the only Zordon era team I'm missing is Turbo, but...
And Alien Rangers.
Is Zordon in Alien Rangers?
Yeah, it's like it was like a mini series where they were like they all had those like pink like heads and with like veins on it.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Okay, maybe I don't need them as such, but I'd take a Turbo team. Turbo's quite nostalgic. I had the movie on VHS. It didn't do too well, but it still came out. It still came out at a time where I was interested in Power Rangers, and I watched it on the VHS loads.
Shift into Turbo.
And they also had the kid, and I know that kid obviously gets some stick now, but that Justin at a time made you think, as a kid, like, wait, a kid can be a Power Ranger and they just go bigger? Like, yes, I mean, I can be a Power Ranger. So it had its points, but the cars, the Zords weren't too exciting, but I'd take some Turbo. So there you go. That's what I would like to see in regards to Power Rangers. Considering I've completed the rest of my Zordon teams, I would like to see some more Mighty Morphin villains, selfishly. I know a lot of people probably are going to say, oh, we don't need more Mighty Morphin, but I'm sorry, that's what I love, and I would like to see more Mighty Morphin villains. There are some more iconic character designs from the Mighty Morphin era that I think that are worthy of action figures. Many that had figures as a kid. I would love the Armadillo. Do you know the Armadillo villain that rolls up? Because here's the guy, that one and Goldar, but I've already got Goldar, the 2 I remember as a kid. So I'd like that Armadillo villain. Also the chicken with a chicken in his chest. Remember him?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd take him as well. So yeah, any Mighty Morphin like iconic looking villain and Turbo. That's what I'd like to see in regards to Power Rangers. But I'm of a certain era, so anything modern I'm not going to have to talk upon. Is there anything Power Rangers you would like to see, Rich?
So I think Mighty Morphin is like from the main era they seem to be revealing stuff. The big oversight in the Mighty Morphin era is Bulk and Skull. Like we need a Bulk and Skull,
absolutely.
I think.
Yes, please.
But yes. I think like civilian figure, I'm surprised they haven't done them yet because they've got the head sculpts now. It's just like a new generic bodies. They could do like a 5-pack of civilians,
love that.
Like of the civilian Rangers and their clothes. But I think going like other Power Ranger series, like the main villains from all of the other series, like they haven't done many of them. Like they've done Astronomer from In Space, but there's so many other like big bads that they could do. And like from the other Ranger series, like the one, speaking of Astronomer, like I would take Lost Galaxy Pink 2 with Corone head. I think they might do a Lost Galaxy Ranger, but I think they're going to do Kendricks, who was like the first Pink Ranger in Lost Galaxy.
Lost Galaxy's got the zigzags on their logo, right? I think.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like I think teeth. Like it's supposed to be like a wild beast teeth thing. Okay. I think that's what it was going for. But I think it was when Saban used to like adapt them differently, so they changed it. They like because In Space was successful, they did it as like a space series type of thing.
Oh, okay. In the chat, a few people are mentioning things. The more Boom comic Rangers, I know that's really popular at the minute. Rito, is that I want the guy who the skeleton guy.
That's
Rito. He's Rita's brother, I think. He's like
Rito Revolto.
Half camouflage. Yes.
Yeah, that would be a good figure.
Absolutely want him. Toyetic, Mighty Morphin era. Absolutely, yes, please. I think Brandon talked quite a lot about Power Rangers on his last live stream. On Brandon's last live stream, he talked about like potential HasLabs, and people talked about they said the command center could be a HasLab. That would be a great idea. Power Rangers, have they done a HasLab?
Not yet, no.
Okay, so they have got potential. And last year on PulseCon, there were multiple HasLabs revealed. So I'm just saying, like maybe another one's to be shown. Not saying it's Power Rangers,
I think at least one more HasLab will be announced at HasCon.
Yeah, we shall see. But there you go. That's what we'd like. But again, me and Rich are of a certain age, so we've got our certain eras. But again, Power Rangers is multi-generational, and the teams continued way longer than when I stopped watching. So, there's lots of stuff that people are going to want. But I think Squats and Botto 2-packs as the collecting grind. That's the big...
Squat and Babu, yeah.
Babu, the big blue guy... And then the bat face looking guy. Yes, we need to complete
the last
Rita's...
of like Rita's big evil council to be made.
Yes, a 2-pack of them would be perfect. Yeah, perfect. They did do the Alpha 5 play sets as the Wolfpack. Yes, they did, with like a short Zordon. He's in the collection. Hard to get in the UK because apparently UK Pulsar forgot to order them or something stupid, or it was meant to be an exclusive somewhere and they forgot to order it. Like, that's a genuine story I heard, but we got it eventually, I think. Yeah, we shall see. Okay, what's next up on our G.I. Joe? So, of course, Amanda, the missus, is away. She's off to Hawaii the week after PulseCon. So I will be doing a Joe's and Juice with Tom and Mark, which is actually super close and relevant to the news rather than being a year behind. It's saying that, though. Ooh. People were still watching the last Joe's and Juice. So people love talking Joe's. Joe's line is one of those lines, even with the HasLab announcement recently, that is just been getting a lot of love. Like, this Joe line started off with a lot of, like, dislike about the particular character designs, and as the line has grew since 2019, people are starting to appreciate it. Northern Nomad with a super chat.
Northern Nomad donated $5.
Thank you.
Tim Curry played Lord Darkness in the movie Legend from 1985 with Tom Cruise.
He did indeed, Northern Nomad. Thank you very much. Tim Curry played the Lord Darkness in the movie Legend from 1985 with Tom Cruise. Tim Cruise. Just calling everyone Tim. Tim M. Anyway, G.I. Joe. So yeah, my point is, me, Tom and Mark will do a full recap on Joe's and Juice. And if you haven't seen Joe's and Juice, you don't know what Joe's and Juice is. It's a show with me, Mini Plastic Multiverse, and Mark Tac, Toys with Film, where we just share our love for G.I. Joe. We break down all the news of G.I. Joe, Classified and Action Force, of course. Anything within that sort of arena. And yeah, we talk about it. So it's just like this stream, but G.I. Joe focus. So you can go and watch that. I do think I have the intro here real quick that I can give you a quick glimpse of. There it is. Go and watch some Joe's and Juice, all right? There's a couple of episodes on the channel right now. Go and find the playlist. If you watched the last episode of Joe's and Juice, we literally give you all the most recent G.I. Joe Classified and Action Force news there is anyway. So including the announcement of the future coming Action Force vehicle. So there you go. Places you can go and watch that on the channel right now. But that's my fandom for Joe's. We will talk about it soon. What about you, Rich? Do you dabble?
Yeah, so I've got like I got a cube of Joe's as well, haven't I? I've got my Baronesses, my Lady J's, and my Scarlets, but I've got like Baron Bloods. I've got Major Blood. Baron Blood is Teen Titans, but I've got a Major Blood. You got
any spares of them, or are they gone already?
Do you know, I've got one left. If you need one, no one who needs one, let me know.
I think
£50.
I'm not. 50 quid is yours. Yeah, I think I've got one upstairs as well. That was during the what was it, Viper Island era?
Yeah. Where someone with my name said, buy them. They're gonna sell out everywhere. So we all bought a fill, and they sold out everywhere. And
it was the one that was stock.
More and more stock.
The first Cobra Island figure that they were like, no, we got plenty of stock over here. Thank you very much to Phil in the chat, by the way, who's just posted the Joe's and Juice playlist. Much appreciated.
And that Mindbender should be shipping soon as well, shouldn't it?
I hope so. Yeah, Inderman Toys actually got some import stock of the Mindbender, and I'm gutted I missed out on that, because I would have, for an extra couple of quid, I would have went for the import stock.
Yeah.
Just because I don't mind paying a couple of extra quid to get something like a little bit earlier, especially when I've got a YouTube channel here talking about this stuff. So, yeah, I would have got that, but I missed out. So I'm waiting for Pulse, just like everybody else.
Is Serpentor going up as well? Is that?
Yeah, Serpentor, they've announced, they've shown Serpentor looks great. Curious of price point. Again, price is a big issue at the minute, but fair enough. Eric Stream says Serpentor will probably be $79.99. Jay's Touch Collect UK said, I'll be happy with that. I'm thinking £100. Mini Plastic Multiverse is saying $79 as well. So yeah, Serpentor's going to come with his gold sort of snake-like chariot, soft goods. It looks really good. Looks pinless. It does look like a really good Serpentor action figure for our Joe shelf, so that him and the Cobra Commander can fight for whoever is the real leader of the Joes. So yeah, that's going to go up for pre-order for sure. We know that for a fact. And then maybe some more announcements. We shall see. I think they did reveal that the next waves are going to be like 5 figures in a waves moving forward. And the next wave is that wave of like Duster, that is yet to hit. There's a couple of exclusives that we're yet to get as well, like Rakondo and stuff. But we'll probably get them before the year is out. But
Cover Girl hasn't gone up for pre-order yet, has she?
No, that's the wave. That's the first wave of next year, I believe.
Yeah.
So anything that gets revealed is probably, apart from so Pentor, is going to be for the future, I guess, rather than an immediate future. Because
I think a lot, like with all these lines, I think a lot of stuff that is going to be revealed is going to be next year now. Because obviously we're coming to the end of this year. So they've got like a 3-month turnaround to get stuff out, basically. So I think a lot of it will be 2023 stuff, which isn't that far away when you think about it.
We're going to see a lot of plastic-free packaging across all these lines, because just think 2023 was meant to be the kickoff date for plastic-free packaging. Of course, it started to roll in, but next year, the whole lot, like everything is plastic-free. So yeah, that's what you expect. Sold out in minutes, it seems, in the band, says Tom. Yeah, about Mr. Mindbender. Tim Mindbender, probably. That's a callback joke. See, I think I'm funny sometimes. But yeah, we'll find out what the price is for sure. But yeah, more Joe reveals. We will recap them on this channel after PulseCon. So stick around for that, okay? But we shall see. Any Joe characters you want to see, Rich, before we move on? Like any particular ones that you'd like to
I think the big one missing from like my female collection would be a Jinx, like a new updated ninja, like in the red costume.
Female ninja, yeah. They've got a couple.
But like I think you said before, like a Scarlet in a more classic look.
Please.
When we had Scarlet, she was more like the updated, like from that game.
I want just that yellow one piece. Like it's just her iconic look. Like it may not be very practical in an actual war zone, but that's her classic look. And that's what I think of when you think G.I. Joe Scarlet. That's what I think of. So,
but they could do that on a retro card, because they haven't done a retro card in Scarlet. But obviously that would be 2024 then.
Yeah, it'd have to be for
Emily said, haven't she, that there's going to be no retro cards this year because they didn't think they got, apart from that Cobra Commander in the
4th tier. Yeah. So yeah, there are basically 8 retro cards before it ended, but it may come back. So in total, there will only be 9 6-inch retro carded Joe figures for the foreseeable future, at least. Maybe they come back, but
and shout out to Emily from the Hasbro team as well, because I think she's doing, like, I think a lot of the teams, we say like the Marvel Legends team get involved, a lot of the other teams get some stick, but I mean Emily is like got an Instagram now, she's got a Twitter, she seems to be like taking on feedback, she seems to be responding to people, seems like keeping everyone informed, and I think she's doing a really good job. So well done, Emily.
Well done, Emily, indeed. No, absolutely. The same way I give Dan Yoon credit for dropping his little teasers and stuff and clearing things up on Twitter, like very accessible. Emily's exactly the same. Like she replied to some of my comments when that Cobra Commander first got revealed, and it was called Retro Cobra Commander. I asked, I was like, on the retro card in a plastic-free era, and she went, yep. And I was like, wow, happy days. So yeah, no, she's very accessible, so happy days. Okay, next up, Transformers. Now again, not something we talk about much on the channel, but again, we're of a certain age and we do have I have a few Transformers, both like Siege, and then I've got a couple of the movie ones down there. I've also got a brand new Liv Morgan, shout out Phil Jones, thank you very much. These are random shouts. But shout out Jack, who's just become a subscriber as well. Hopefully you're watching, Jack. Thank you very much. Welcome to the channel. So yeah, in regards to Transformers, Rich, I definitely have had to fall back. I did used to dabble and pick up like the Siege and just like the characters that I liked, etc. And sometimes I just picked up a Transformer because I liked the design. I had no idea or any attachment to the character or whatever, but I was like, that's a cool looking character. Like, I didn't know who Springer was, for example. He's like the green helicopter guy with like the sort of like, I was like, I want him, so I got him. But I've had to back off. I did like get a few of the Beast Wars figures because, as Rob Pollock knows, super nostalgic about Beast Wars. But I have had to step away, unfortunately, from Transformers. But I do appreciate the line. I appreciate the history as well. Go and watch that Toys That Made Us episode of Transformers. I could watch those repeatedly because they're just so cool. But yeah, Transformers. What do you buy, Rich? And is there anything that could tempt you on PulseCon?
I just read all the comments about Tim Curry yogurt with a Liv Morgan.
The what? It's the curry with what?
Tim Curry eating yogurt, because you said about Grogu and called him yogurt. Transformer wise, like, I mean, I've got a very limited. Like, I like the Transformers movie. I don't tend to collect a lot of Transformers. It was one I never had growing up, so I kind of like missed out on that. But I've got a couple, like I've got an RC, obviously I've got an Elite One, I've got Windblades. I think I've got a couple from Beast Morphers as well. Beast Morphers, no, that's the Power Ranger show.
Beast
Beast
Mort
Wars,
Wars, yeah.
even. I've got like Black Arachnia, the spider thing,
Yeah.
and Eraser, the bird one. But yeah, that's about it. I mean, honestly, with Transformers, they're on mine in the robot mode because man, the instructions are like I need like a 3 hour tutorial. I watched a tutorial on my Black Arachnia, and I was about 2 hours, and I was still like, oh, I just given up on this.
Shout out Prime versus Prime, by the way, UK content creator, young lad, works hard, and he's built a impressive Transformers following on his YouTube. And so yeah, always got love for the UK content creators. So yeah, shout out Prime versus Prime. He's the YouTube UK guy for Transformers, I assume. And just think, shout him as Prime. It's called shout him as Prime for a reason. He gravitated to Legends, but his first love was Transformers. So, but yeah, again, like Rich, casual Transformers guy. I dabble, but I don't think there's anything they could really reveal to that I'm desperately eager for. Not anything that I could think off the top of my head. They'll probably reveal some stuff that I think looks cool, but I ain't like clamoring for anything in particular. But I will. I don't watch those type of streams live or anything by any means, but I do like just scroll through the reveals just to have a look. So yeah, I've got a curiosity of the line, but yeah, it is one of those lines I've had to I've got my sort of core cast of characters I wanted, and I've sort of backed out. But I admire from distance, of course, because it is a great line, of course. So there you go, Transformers.
I think they've announced as well, like there's going to be like a pre-show for HasLab, and that's got Theo Adams, like UK Transformers guy. He's doing like the pre-show as well. So I mean, I'm guessing there's going to be quite a few Transformers announcements like going on there.
Yeah, again, I'm not a Transformers guy, so I'm unaware of all the content creators. But yeah, there is another fella doing a pre-show for Hasbro in regards to Transformers. So we shall see. But yeah, I should really have got what days these panels are on, but I clearly too lazy to do that research. But I do think they are announcing.
I think
tomorrow.
Michael said in the chat he's just dropped you DM with the schedule or something.
Oh, okay. He's a good man. I will have a quick look at that. Any comments, Rich? Will I have a quick glance at that?
It's weird the Marvel one being on a Friday. That's what's thrown me because it's been a Saturday every other year.
I'm fine with that because we can stream on Friday night now. So
yeah,
happy days.
And I'm off. I've booked that day off work because I thought, like, just in case I wanted to see this. That's how sad my life is. But yeah, I'm off next Friday so I can watch it.
I'm just having a look. Bring toys to work. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. He has sent me the schedule, so we can have a quick look at that. We can pause and take a look at that real quick. Let me just get the gram up on the YouTubes. Make sure it works.
See, Rob Pollock says he hasn't got time for all that back and forth transforming either. He's like me, just keep him in robot mode on the show.
I try and always transform at least once, just to go through the motions.
Yeah.
And then robot mode forever. That's why I didn't hate the idea of the red line. Do you know that was just robot modes? Like, I wasn't against it, but
some of them look nice, but yeah, it was just like all over the place with it. And the character choices, it was like some were from like Red, some were from the original series, some were from the it was just all over the place. So yeah, I missed out on that as well. Excuse me.
Okay, so here we have. Let me switch to the page. So thank you very much to Michael. He's just sent me this over. So that's October 1st. So if I go to the other one, there you go. So this is Friday night. So Friday night, 11 a.m. Eastern time, which for us in the UK, that's 4 o'clock UK time. 5 o'clock UK time.
11 is in it 8 hours after 11.
No, Eastern. Eastern's 5 hours.
Oh, Eastern, so 5, yeah.
Yeah, no,
4.
Yeah,
4 o'clock then.
Yeah, 4 o'clock. There you go. So starts at 4 o'clock UK time, PulseCon. Okay, now we know 4 o'clock UK time, PulseCon starts. There's a pre-show, and then the day one live stream starts. Transformers is the very first panel as well on, so that was perfect timing to talk about the panel lineup. So yeah, Transformers is the very first panel on the Friday. Then it moves it over to Power Rangers, which again I'll be intrigued about, and then starting lineups, which I may go and make. How
long is the Power Ranger stream? Because they've been getting like really short streams.
45 minutes. Quarter past 2. 2:15 to 3 o'clock US time. So yeah, 45 minutes.
An hour. Right. Okay.
Yeah, so and then after that starting lineup, they only get 20 minutes, so not a lot of time for starting lineup, because I think they had a big reveal today as such, so that's just going to be like a reminder, I think. And then after that, the Fortnite brand. So I think Mike Kex will be there waiting for that, and he'll be the only one. And I'm joking, lots of people love Fortnite. And then after that, the main event, definitely the main event, because it ends Friday night. It's Marvel Legends brand panel, and they get... Oh, okay, so they start at 3:45, and then the next event isn't until 5 o'clock. So they actually get an hour and 45 minutes, which is the longest out of all the panels. So the main event on Friday is definitely Marvel Legends.
No, if it's 3:45 till 5, is it?
Yeah, that's what I just said. Now, hour and 15 minutes.
Hour and 15, yeah, hour and 15, sorry.
Sorry, if I said an hour and 45, I meant hour 15. But even still, longest stream, and that's a decent chunk of time. So we haven't like figured out the details, but we are gonna move my live stream next week from Thursday. I need to like sweet talk Amanda, but I'm gonna try and make it happen from Thursday to Friday night, and we can go live like straight after the Marvel panel, essentially, or maybe after this PulseCon early premium access starts. Are they doing an extra PulseCon? Do you remember last year they did like the Steve Evans took us round, and it was a PulseCon only stream, but then if anyone had the link they could watch it, and it was like, remember?
So I think that might be is that the pre-show bit, because that's the bit that they've advertised on like the Pulse thing, whereas I think the Pulse premium early
Just
access
pre-orders.
means so if you're a member you get like an hour before everyone else
Is
to like buy
anybody
stuff.
Genuine question for the chat, and again just let me know with a yes or a no. Okay, so Rich is a premium member still. But so you re-upped this year.
Yeah, I'm the real Hasbro shell. People don't realize that, but yeah, I did.
No, it's probably if you order enough off Pulse, you do save on shipping. As long as you order enough.
I do a lot of individual. I think if you buy in like a couple from a wave, then it's fine. But like as people have guessed, I am the female figure collector mostly. So if I'm just buying one figure in a wave, it saves me a bit of money. I think I worked it out last year, and I spend, because it's gone up. It was £20 last year, wasn't it? And it's like 40 quid, is it, for this year for UK? But like I spent well more than 40 quid on. I would have spent more on 40 quid on postage then, so it's all right for me.
Yeah, no, I think that's literally, that is the only question you have to ask yourself with Pulse Premium, because they've never really done a UK exclusive pre-order. Nothing sells out quick enough, and there's no other advantages.
That mind bender, like when you were all like worrying if you're going to get one, I had mine like already ordered, and I was like, there you go.
Kept that one secret. So yeah, I was just curious. Anyone else that's premium member still? Phil no, Jay no, Rob no, Jamie no, Tom no, never been a premium member. Christopher Allen says yes. Cloud Nap, Narp, I think he wants to say. The Fossil said been a premium member since the beginning. And Brandon with the frog emoji. Does that mean Brandon's around? Brandon, you can pop in if you want to, my friend. You missed us talking Star Wars though. We went deep.
Just got to wait for Zoom to download. He said he'll be in a minute.
Where is he? Genuinely abroad somewhere now? I don't even know where he is right now.
No, I think he's going tomorrow, isn't he?
Oh, okay.
He's probably an update or something.
Okay. Jay's Toys Collection UK and Phil clarified that the Marvel Legends stream on Friday is 8:45 to 10 o'clock. Shit, I'm gonna have to really do some sweet talking if I'm gonna have to stream after that. Shit, I'm gonna have to shower and bring some flowers and everything. Fuck. Okay.
Can we send it to Hawaii early? Everyone's super chat now.
Imagine that. Man, that extra couple of days in Hawaii,
extra weekend,
so we can stream. Hooray! Let's see if I can get these guys in here. Switch them around real quick. Brandon, are you there? Peace.
Way.
Can you hear us? Can we hear us?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
We can.
Okay, cool.
I thought you were going already. Or you gone somewhere already?
No. We go tomorrow in a few hours. I'm just packing.
Do you mind saying where you're going? You don't have to give.
Yes.
You don't have to give your
Mrs.
hotel
Hero
number
is
or anything.
in the house. Sure. Mrs. Hero is in the house. Yeah, there you go. Mrs. Hero's in the house. We are headed to Italy tomorrow. We're going to the Amalfi Coast. So she's always wanted to go forever and a day.
Nice.
And I finally said, yeah, let's do it.
No,
So, yeah, we're headed there tomorrow.
I think me and Amanda will be heading to Italy soon. I love Amanda's been a few times, and she said I'd love the food over there, because I think I love an Indian takeaway, but I think after that, Italian food, pizzas and lasagnas and pastas, And Amanda says it just tastes better in Italy. So enjoy, my friend. Enjoy.
Yes, yeah, we're very excited. Yeah, she's never been, so yeah, she's always wanted to go to Positano. So we're excited.
Nice.
How are you guys though? How's the predictions coming along?
We're just having a chat. We're just having a chat among friends, keeping the
Good old
vibes
Kim
nice and positive here. There's no commotion.
An hour on
Positive.
Star Wars. We did. You missed the Star
Yeah.
Wars.
Wait,
Brandon.
did you say positive?
Nothing, but we're not.
Bunch
We're
of
not.
shills. I'd expect nothing less. Bunch of shills.
Well, we were trying to do now, but now you've exposed us like that. Obviously, I don't want to keep you, Brandon, because I know you've got the
because I
missus
got to
over.
get back to look at how much I've packed so far. It's really, I'm doing great. Our flight is in like 4 hours. Look at that. Sweatpants.
That's all you need, right?
Good to go.
Just topless.
Yeah.
If you,
I told you he's only got one T-shirt. He's got that on.
if anyone's in Italy this weekend, just look around for a topless guy. And there you go. It'll be Brandon. But any final thoughts, Brandon, before you get gone? You're making your cameo. I appreciate it. Keeping the streak alive.
Final thoughts. I think that if you guys are pushing out the positivity, then what goes around comes around, and I think we're in for a great Hasbro PulseCon next weekend.
I hope so, my friend.
Brandon, what's one thing, if you could have one thing revealed, what's one thing you want to see from anything?
One thing from anything. Oh, one thing from anything. New pinless movie, T'Challa.
Oh,
Nice. Good choice.
Yeah, for sure.
Good choice.
For sure.
In his throne.
But I feel like that's unlikely given the reissue wave. But fingers crossed they pull something special out the bag.
Legacy, the Legacy collection's there now. They can tag it onto that or something. Make a deluxe Legacy.
Or a Teen Comic Miles on the Amazing Fantasy body.
Oh yeah, that'd be a good shout. Rather than the kid book.
Yeah.
Good picks.
Or whatever Spider-Man wave is coming, a Vulcan body Daredevil. Well, not Vulcan body, sorry. What's it called? Renew Your Vows body Daredevil.
Spinner at 2-pack. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Daredevil on that body. I do think a new Daredevil's coming. Has to be.
Yeah, sure.
All right, Brandon, we love you. Have fun, my friend. Enjoy yourself. And we'll see you soon.
People. See you soon. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
have a nice holiday.
Thank you, guys. Bye.
Bye-bye. There's Brandon. Enjoy yourself, my friend. Have some good food. That's what I'd go Italy for. I'm not really a wine drinker as such, but I'd have a pizza and cider all day long. Okay. Sounds good though, Rich. Should join me for some pizza and cider, right?
Sounds good, yeah.
There you go.
I'll drink the wine that you're not having.
There you go.
Bring it to me.
Not a problem. It's all yours. Where was I? Okay, where were we? Okay, so there you go. So just to confirm the UK time, again, I will have to sweet talk Amanda to get the stream rolling, but it does look like we'll be streaming late. Are you all good with streaming that late? Is that a good idea? It is a good idea, right?
I'm off. Yeah, next weekend I'm off. From the Thursday, I'm off until the following Wednesday, I think.
Nice.
Yeah.
Me too, my friend. I'm off that whole week.
No, I'll be off the Thursday because I don't work Thursdays anymore. Yes, I will be off till week Friday. I'll have like a week off.
Happy
That'd be
days.
nice. There you go.
Why don't you guys stream during the stream, says Cat Lives. I have thought about doing that, but then I also feel like we may miss information, and we like to have all the details so we can talk about it and clarify things and speak to you guys about it. So if we were watching the stream live, I think it would be a little bit off-putting, not just for you guys but for us as well. And I wouldn't want to I'm pretty this is why I don't do reaction videos, because this is how I react to things I like.
Oh my god, it's yoga. That's what you'd be like.
Exactly. Do you know what I mean? I'm not really much of a reactor. I'm in the cinema, I find something funny and I'm just everyone's and I'm like, all right, wasn't that funny? Do you know, I'm not really a reactor guy. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, me reacting to stuff ain't great. So I'd rather wait till after, get some of the details, get some promo pics, and then we can talk about it then. So yeah, I'll sweet talk Amanda. Yeah, as I said, I'm gonna have to really sweet talk her, but
when I was a teenager, I got thrown out of the cinemas in the Royal Tenenbaums. Have you ever seen that? For laughing too much.
What film? What film was that funny?
It is the Royal Tenenbaums with Ben Stiller's in it.
Not seen it.
It's like satire, and it's not laugh out loud funny. And the attendant who checked me out was I said it's a comedy, and she was like, it's funny, but it's not that funny. I always remember that. And
She got kicked out for laughing at an old. the people who made that film like are going to be well mad. Like you're laughing at. Oh, that's hilarious.
The people in front when it they said if you don't chef, we're gonna get an attendant, and I just like kept on laughing. And then when it got an attendant, who checked me out, bloody.
If people piss me off in the cinema, I will call them out because people need to be told. I hate inconsiderate people in public. I hate being out in public as it is, but like then when people are inconsiderate in an environment where it's good etiquette to be quiet and polite, and then you sit there laughing at laughing at a joke, a comedy is different, but like when I went and watched that Nope, and it's like a scene where they're literally, it's just all dialogue explaining what's going on, and then these guys ain't even paying a fucking attention. Yeah, they piss me off, and I can't hold it in. Amanda hates it because one day she thinks I'm gonna get stabbed, but I can't help it. If I'm thinking it, I need to say it, and that's what gets me in trouble, unfortunately. So there's Friday. And then the Saturday, it's a shorter day, but it does kick off at 1 p.m. Eastern, so a little bit later, but it is the weekend. And the G.I. Joe panel is the first thing on Saturday. And then, to be quite honest, the only other thing I'm interested in is in Indiana Jones. So you get the Magic the Gathering and the other game thing that I can't even pronounce.
Avalon Hill.
Avalon Hill, yeah. Okay, so those... not my arena, I'm afraid. But then I'll be tuning in for G.I. Joe's and Indiana Jones, absolutely. And again, more pre-orders there as well. Hasbro panel on Star Wars offerings. Interesting. Okay, so there's an extra... is that... oh, no, that's not the only Star Wars thing, because there's a Star Wars... oh, wait. That is it. The Star Wars panel is what that is. Okay, so they've named it different, but the Star Wars is after Indiana Jones, it seems. And it is the same length as the Hasbro thing. Why do they word it like that?
I don't know. Even the name sounds boring. I don't know what's going on with the Star Wars team.
So the Marvel Legends panel is called Marvel Legends Brand Panel. Hour and 15 minutes. Easy, okay? I get it. But the Star Wars is called Hasbro Panel on Star Wars Offerings. Why word it like that? I don't know. Mini Plastic Multiverse says, Joe's and Juice Saturday night then. Look, Amanda doesn't go away until Monday. And if I'm going to have to beg and plead and sweet talk for the Friday night live stream, no chance for Saturday. So we're going to have to wait till Monday or Tuesday for Joe's and Juice, all right? But it will happen. It will happen in short term. I need some proper Indiana Jones villains, said Eric Alfred Abel. If you're going to get Indy, you need a bad guy to fight. It's like, that's just like action figure 101. Good guy, bad guy. Yeah, that will happen.
Tom points out Indiana Jones is only 15 minutes.
Oh, shit. Okay, that's... okay, don't expect a lot then. I do think there is a pre-order, but maybe it's just one then. Maybe it's just one pre-order. And let's just hope it's the one we want.
Maybe that boulder will be coming like the whole stream and they've got to run out of the way before it hits them.
I love that the Simpsons, by the way, recreate everything. There were so many references I was thinking of when I did my little reaction video that got me in some trouble. I was thinking, first of all, I felt like Captain America at the end of Endgame, where I'm holding my shield against the whole of Thanos' army, and I'm like, oh shit. So
I don't think you're helping yourself with these analogies here. You shouldn't be calling everyone Thanos' armies now.
Keeping it back to the Simpsons is the point that I wanted to make. You know that episode where Mr. Burns is the X-Files episode where Mr. Burns is the alien and he's like, I'm bringing peace, I'm bringing love, and then someone in the crowd goes, he's bringing love, get him. That's what I felt like, being Mr. Positive. I'm trying to be positive and he's being positive, get him. I was like, never mind. Anyway, back to toys. Okay, where's my buttons? I need to press some buttons to get it back up. So we don't need Instagram anymore.
Hello to Loki, who's just trying to chat as well from Australia.
I know.
Hello.
Loki, always catching us on the replay. We appreciate you, Loki. I see those comments and we appreciate you. Thank you so much. I also love the name as well, Loki. You get it? It's good. Okay, moving away from that then. Okay, Fortnite. This is the moment where I need to ask Chris Tarrant to phone a friend. I'm dialing up Mike Hex and going, what do you want to see? So, Mike, this is your moment to shine. Let me know in the chat what you want to see.
The thing with Fortnite, I will say, is they've had this license now a year because they announced it the last HasCon, didn't they, last year? Was it the Fan Fest thing?
The G.I. Joe thing, wasn't it? That was the Snake Eyes Fortnite collaboration was the first Fortnite item.
And then they announced the Victory Royale series, which came from that. But they don't tend to have live streams or announcements. The figures just seem to drop. Like, that's a weird thing with the Fortnite
If it weren't
series.
for Paternia on Twitter, I wouldn't even know figures got released.
Oh yeah, shout out to Petunia, who's got all. If you're a Fortnite fan, follow Petunia.
Yeah, Paternia, if you're an action figure fan, Paternia on Twitter is a must follow. Must follow. Everything official. But yeah, Fortnite, I play, the only game I play these days is a bit of Warzone, a bit of Modern Warfare with my friends. And we had a phase where it got a bit shitty. So my friends were like, oh, come and play Fortnite. And I was like, oh, I don't really want to, isn't it for kids, blah, blah, blah. And my mate convinced me to go on for a game. And like, while I was in the game, like his like mate's son jumped in the party and someone else, and it just turned into a bunch of kids. And I'm like, exactly what I expected it to be. And then like, it just wasn't for me. It's just not for me. It's just, I don't get it. It's just not for me. So yeah, I have no attachment or love for Fortnite. I understand though, some of the character designs are pretty funky, and they do make some great looking funky action figures. Like Robo, I've got the Who crew. Robo's got his whole like Robo army with that cheeseburger head guy, and Boss Burger, I think it is, and there's a fish tank guy, and there's a big Peely, which is the big banana with a gun. Like, it is pretty fun and ridiculous. So I understand why so many people like it. I'm just saying it's not for me, so I can't talk on it. Rich, do you you've got you look after your nephews all the time. You must know more about Fortnite.
Like, I downloaded Fortnite in lockdown, the first lockdown of COVID, because that was like, that's all my nephews played during lockdown was Fortnite. So it was like, you had to like play that to talk to them. But yeah, I mean, the designs are cool. Like, I mean, like Mike streams it, Jay Darko Customs is in the chat saying he streams Fortnite as well. So I think a lot of people play it. It's the designs are interesting, but it's like the characters are all you. I know there's like backstory because they've just dropped like a cinematic with Brie Larson is like playing like the newest.
Didn't The Rock voice a character as well? Some
Yeah,
guy or...
They had, yeah, so it's like Brie Larson's part of that, like the foundation type of thing. So there's all these like the scientist. So these characters have all dropped, these like premium characters. So I think maybe the Brie Larson figure might get revealed. They've just announced like a new season with like all like new changes. There's all stuff with like Chrome, I think it is. There's like villains now and stuff like that. So there's lots of different places they could go with the line. But I never really see the figures anywhere. I haven't seen them like in retail, where I think, because it's mostly, is it the Jazzwares?
Yeah.
They're still they
doing
seem
them,
to be everywhere.
It seems like the license is shared. It's not exclusive to Hasbro. Like, maybe they don't do the same scale, but Jazzwares are still putting out figures. I went to Smith's recently and seen the actual Royale series, which is what it says here, the panel's about, Royale series figures. But you're right, we don't really see any like marketers. Like we mentioned Emily from the G.I. Joe line. Obviously we've got Ryan and Dan from Marvel. We've got the Patricks and whatnot of the Star Wars world, but we don't know anyone who is like the brand face of Fortnite, do we? It's just not a clue. So
it doesn't seem to have like that, but that might be maybe a choice, because I mean, like, Fortnite is all about, like these surprise drops and like forever changing. So maybe they want the figures to be like, you know, just turn up on the shelves and there they are.
Absolutely, there's a fan base for it. It's obviously surviving a lot longer than Overwatch did, but I do think the game within itself is a lot more popular and more widely known than Overwatch ever was.
But Overwatch is relaunching week after next. Overwatch 2 comes with battle passes and like rearranged stuff. Because like I played Overwatch a lot back in the day. Like too much Overwatch.
Did you buy all the Overwatch figures when they were out?
Yeah, I've got more. I've got the Figmas. I've got Nendroids. I was like Funko Pops. I was big into Overwatch.
Were you good to see that line die? Like, was there characters that you didn't get the completed team or something?
They came to it. I mean, like they did move. I main Mercy. Surprise to anyone, who is like the medic woman, angel girl. So yeah, so it's like a lot of the characters with Overwatch. Like, to make a team, there was like six on a team, and again, they were individual characters. They had their own stories and stuff like that. They didn't do the whole of the line or anything, but they did enough figures that you can get like a decent display going. They did figures like Zarya, who no one has ever done in any other line. But I think even like the Figmas and Nendroids, they've kind of stopped now as well. But maybe with Overwatch 2, that'll kick back in and they'll start doing more figures again.
Yeah, we shall see. Well, as I said, in regards to games, Hasbro are definitely focusing on Fortnite. I've seen lots of figures. Again, follow Paternia on Twitter and you will see what gets revealed. That's how I see these things. Otherwise, I wouldn't know. But I do appreciate that they are some fun-looking action figures. And again, it's an example of things in this community where we don't all love the same thing, but we can all still be friends and talk about it and not fight about it. Okay, so Mike, I don't play Fortnite, but I love you. Again, I have played it, but it's just not for me. Not for me. Okay, moving on to the last one, and I didn't even know what this is, but it was a brand panel picture, so I just took it. Avalon Hill. Is it a card game? Is it a board game? Is it a role-playing game? What is it? Do you know?
It's games from
Games
Hasbro.
from Hasbro on a hill. Nice. There we go. Beautiful.
They have this panel every year. I don't think I've ever watched one. It's usually when I go like get a cup of tea or a takeaway or something. So
yeah, that's the toilet break panel. Sorry, but if it's not action figures Hasbro, then it obviously not for us. But anyway, there you go. There's the Hasbro band panel sort of preview, and not so much predictions from me and Rich, more a case of what we'd like to see. Again, everyone has their own little things that they would like to add to their collection, and that's what we would like to see. And watch absolutely none of our things come to fruition. That's usually what happens with these things. Like, we'd like to see this, we'd like to see this, and we'd like to see this. Oh, we didn't see
one Marvel figure you'd like, the one Marvel figure of anything. If they just said to you tomorrow now they're going to announce this, what would you want off the top of your head?
Just because we recently talked about an updated Daredevil, like a really good like do you know, like, we've been getting the 20th cap is like the be all end all Captain America in Legends. I want like a really good updated Daredevil, one of my favorite Marvel characters that deserves better than the Bucky cap. So yeah, and I think that's a realistic one as well. I do think that might happen. What about you?
So just to let the Hasbro team know that you went with Daredevil there. He didn't say Hippo, so no more Hippo. We're over that. No more Hippo ever again, right?
Look, Hippo is a Marvel character that is worthy of a comic builder figure. You mentioned right at the start of the stream, we need some more comic builder figures. Yes. Okay, moving on. What about you? What about character you'd like? Just one Marvel character you'd like to have in Legends form. Just one.
You know, the one trailer on, still on it. Monet Sinqua on the thing. On a Generation X costume, in a Penance costume, in a House of X costume. I don't care which version. I just want a money. Show me the money.
Show me the money. Show me the money. Show me the money. Beautiful. I did put up a poll at the start of the chat with over 310 votes, which is great because it means people have been popping in and popping out. So it was a simple question. It says, what brand reveals you most looking forward to? So I put the top 3 and then I put other. So the top 3 I put were Marvel, Star Wars and G.I. Joe. And the last one was other, which could have been like Indiana Jones, Fortnite, whatever else.
Avalon Hill, of
course. I should have put that as one of the main 3, to be fair. Obviously, you're on Dan Who Reviews. Of course, Marvel was going to win that at 63% of the vote. Behind that, G.I. Joe's, of course, with 18%. And then other was 12%, and Star Wars dead last, 7%. So good job Brandon's not around to see that. But yeah, Brandon should cover all the Star Wars reveals on his channel if he's back off his Holly Bobs. But there you go. That's that. So that's our pulse com. Because again, we did the predictions today, people, because we're gonna, next time we stream the Dan Who live show, it will actually be after the Marvel panel on Friday. Again, I'm going to sweet talk the missus, so it may be a later stream than usual from our UK folk, which I do apologise, but we're always here on the replay crew. I get it that it's hard to sync up for everybody, but if you're our US friends and you want to come and hang out with us, talk some toys, I think it's like perfect for timing for you. It's like early afternoon for yous. So yeah, next week Friday we'll be streaming. It's going to be me and Rich again, with maybe Brandon making a cameo because I think he's still on holiday. I think, has he confirmed that, Rich? I cannot remember off the top of my head.
I think he might be back, but I think Mrs. Hero might still be you with him, so I don't know if he's going to be you for the whole thing. But you should maybe around call in again or something.
Yeah, not a problem. And by the way, Legends and Liquor. So we're going to end the stream, wrap up the stream now, people. But we do appreciate everyone here in the chat as well. Thank you very much for joining us today. And again, you guys are the reason. Like, as much as this community that we've built here, again, I use the word community all the time, but you really do make this hobby much more fun when you can share it with people. Do you know what I mean? Like, I would collect anyway, like we all did before the internet, but being able to share this passion with like-minded collectors does make it more fun, makes the hobby more enjoyable. And I'm glad that we have found a great bunch of people with you guys. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you don't want to, hopefully we've got rid of the people that don't want to be here, and everyone who's here, we're all in a good place mentally. Do you know what I mean? So happy days. So thank you very much. And yeah, but Legends and Liquor Friday, Sunday. Let me get the video up real quick. So again, last time I'm saying it today, Legends and Liquor is going to be Sunday. Sunday is the 25th of September. I'm getting 2 groups of 8, so I need 16 guests. And we will be doing the same thing me and Rich have just done today. We're doing HasLab predictions. Obviously a little bit pacier than the way me and Rich went today. Otherwise, I'll be doing an 8-hour stream. But we will be doing HasLab. Maybe I'll just pick a couple of the brands. Or maybe I'll let each person pick a brand to talk about or something. I don't know. But we're going to do HasLab
Pick one thing you want to see from anything. There you go. That's an easy way for everyone to do everything.
So we can go for each brand, but you've got to pick a particular item you like to see from each brand. But I will give
just let them pick one brand. Don't do every brand. You'll be there for hours. Mike Hex will be like 30 hours.
Maybe 2.
Thirsty for chicken will eat a day. You can't be doing that.
Poor Nick. But I'll figure it out. But think of a couple of things that you like from each brand, then, and I'll fine tune the details. But my point is, Sunday, the 25th, Legends and Liquor. If you are a channel member at the Members Club tier, and I'm looking at you, David Evan Smith, showing some love. You need to up that membership, all right? I'm watching David Evan and Smith. I say that with love. But got to be a member at the Members Club tier. That is the perk. You get to come on Legends and Liquor and talk some toys with me. But again, I will give people a moment to talk about the HasLab, but I won't let it turn into a toxic debate and just add more fuel to a clearly already frustrated community. Because again, the community is frustrated for many, many, many reasons, not just the HasLab, and people are just at boiling point. And again, when it's something you love, people are just a little bit more defensive and passionate about. And again, I'm not mad at anyone, even the people hating. Like, I get it, you're frustrated. Hasbro is like a faceless corporation, let's be honest. Yes, there's people that work for Hasbro, but the company itself is quite faceless. And you've got all this pent up frustration that you want to aim, and you've got nothing to aim at. I completely understand how sometimes you just let it out, and like, because I'm here talking about stuff I love, I'm getting it thrown at me. So I'm taking the high road. I hope someone clips that, because you could use that in multitude of ways. I'm just taking the high road and saying, like, it's I get it. People are frustrated. I get it. But on Sunday, I will let people have their moment to talk about the HasLab. They can say whatever they want, but I won't let it turn into a toxic debate. Everyone's allowed to think what they want, and we can move on swiftly and talk about some toys we'd like to see at PulseCon. But send me a fresh DM straight after the panel. And thank you, everyone who is in the chat, still joining us right now. I appreciate you. We had over 200 people in here today, which is great for a Thursday night. As I said, much appreciated. And again, the subscribers are growing. We are literally, people, on the way officially. Look, still moving while I'm here live. We are on the way to 20k. 20k is the aim by the end of 2022. And that'd be great. Honestly, when I hit 10k, that was a big milestone. I was quite content right there, but nearly doubled it in less than a year and a half. So crazy. So yeah, let's keep going, keep the love flowing. And there you go. Rich, I appreciate you as always. Thank you very much for joining me today, talking some toys. Any final thoughts, and where can the people find you online?
So you can find me on Display One's Instagram. Thirsty for Chicken says he doesn't need a day. You can answer that right now. It was only joking. Thirsty for Chicken is all I'm on.
People are frustrated and defensive. Right? Just let him. He's okay. Just let it out. Thirsty for Chicken. Nick, let it out. It's all good. People are on the edge at the minute, and I guess it takes a little nudge to knock them over, but it's okay. I understand.
Nick, I wanted to be on stream with you last time, and you moved groups. I was gutted.
That is true. To be fair, I can't defend you Nick. You did move groups to avoid Rich. That is a factual statement. That is a factual statement.
Well, I'm not around this week, so you can go to any group you want, so you're fine.
But yeah, hit me up with the fresh DMs. You got to be a channel member at the Members Club tier. That is my only rule. Again, you know I will give you the time, but you got to show me some love, right? I've got electric bills to pay. I've got to buy some flowers to Sweet Talk Amanda so I can stream next Friday night, okay? All right? Let's make that happen. But as always, we appreciate you. Thank you very much for joining us here on a Thursday night. We'll be back next Friday to discuss all of the Marvel Legends Hasbro reveals from PulseCon. So until then, people, we'll see you on the next one. Rich, have you got a word for the people that they can write on the replay crew?
Caliban.
Nice.
I'm just looking
turned and looked
with the Caliban Build-A-Figure inside.
Okay, there you go. Replay crew, that is your mission. If you are on the replay crew watching this after the fact, we appreciate you all the same. Sorry you couldn't join us live, but we're glad that you joined us all the same. And please, let us know that we were here right to the end with the bonus word of the day. You get an extra bonus 10 points in the chat, in the comments if you do. I'm sorry, I am scrambling to find my end screen as we wave here.
I'm just impressing Kurt K with all my like Shakespeare like soliloquy. Now we got Caliban. He's gonna be like, oh, they're reading all the Shakespeare. Look.
Okay, bye. Right, Caliban. Caliban's your special word if you're watching the end of the stream. Woo! Right, mate, I genuinely can't wait for that Avalon Hill stream. Woo!
Oh, I can't wait for that. We can get some games and wizards and things going.
Only if the price is right.
Why am I still waving?
I've
I
had
always
enough.
carry on waving.
He was still waving, people. Dear. Right, I'm going to go off and back another 3,000 HasLabs. Can I borrow your credit card?
Yeah, you need to get onto it.
Robbie Reyes, damn it!